What's up, Collider Live fans? Josh McCouga here with Roxy Stryer, Mark Riley on a Tuesday.
Word.
Yeah. Word up.
Word. What day of the week is it?
Tuesday. That's how we say it in Pittsburgh or in like Baltimore areas.
Tuesday?
Like, Tuesday. That's more of a Baltimore, like Philly thing, like Tuesday.
Because you can't pronounce Tuesday, or that's what you guys just
It's
call
just
it?
an accent thing.
How do you say the other days of the week?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
It's all D's?
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Crocodile Dundee.
Cundy. Yeah. Well, that's what the last episode of Succession was called, Dundee. And we were talking in an Australian accent the whole morning before the cameras rolled live. Hope
Don't
you guys are
clump
having
me
a
into
great.
that.
You weren't even trying.
Don't say we.
You weren't
Don't
even
we me.
I was bloody fucking doing it, mate.
You
know?
were. You
And
were.
That's the funny part about the Australian accent is if I need to like get in it right away,
You gotta say the F
I have to
word.
say the F word to
And
start
that's
it.
every accent that
Is it?
is
Do it
not.
again.
Fucking spiders, mate.
Oh,
Like,
spiders, right?
you know?
It's all
I
the
can't do it.
non-proper
Yeah.
ones. Like if you do Boston, you got to do the F word.
Fucking wicked smart.
If you do New York, you got to do the F word.
Yeah,
if you
start it.
Aussie, you got to. But like British, all of a sudden,
Hello.
I'm using words I've never used before.
It's an illusion.
Fuck you!
It's exactly where it goes. I'm Josh McCouga sitting in for Kristian Harloff. It's his birthday, so happy birthday, bud.
Yeah, Kristian, happy
He's-
birthday.
He's not as old as Roka yet.
Is that true?
He's not as old as Roka.
No, it's absolutely true.
It's
definitely
his
not.
44th birthday.
Do you know that for a fact?
No, but I'm just thinking about when I went to his 40th birthday party.
Which was 4 years ago.
I feel like that, but that might not be true.
That was that was the first time that Amanda met a bunch of our friends because like we had just started dating.
Yeah.
And it was Christian's. Well, we had been dating like for a few months, I think. I don't know. We just
This is the
I
first
don't know.
That was
time
a
that you
really
brought her
fun party.
That was a
out.
fun party.
Wasn't
I
it the
got
first time you
hammered.
brought her? Yeah.
Cody.
I was black.
Did you really, Cody?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Because the bathroom was downstairs at that place, and I couldn't find it to save my life. I had to have my wife help me.
She was then not your wife.
She was.
It's easier to have your wife help you than your girlfriend. That's lame, man.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend can help. Right?
Yeah, but still, like, if you're like, girlfriend, help me, she's like, oh, we're done.
Oh,
if you're
we're
like,
done.
wife, help me, she's like, I married this guy.
you know what? She's right.
I think
Yeah.
Amanda knows what that's all about because she's had to help me a few times in our marriage as far as drinks go.
Can we talk about why, for your 2-year anniversary, you were eating snails? What happened?
Snails, they're escargot. We went to a French restaurant. Have you never had escargots?
No, but I
They're-
have seen people do that. All I know
They're
is that
effing incredible.
in one of your Instagram stories, it was
Nah.
like, we're eating snails.
No.
I think it said she was like snails in my hubby or something like that. Yeah, snails are the best. Like
Really?
escargot are incredible.
No.
Little garlic, little basil. They like pull it all. I mean, you put some. So here's the best part: you pull the snail out of the thing. Right? It's basically a clam. It's like a garden clam. Is that
I don't need any
the
of that.
technical term? Cody, can you look up a garden? clam?
garden clam?
Yeah, because snails you find in like the garden, like in the mud.
It made it worse.
Okay, so they're a dirt clam.
No,
Is that better?
no.
How about a wall clam? Because you ever seen a snail climb up a wall at like 2 inches per year?
I
So
don't
let's
like
break
what
this
you're
down.
doing.
Okay, so when you're saying that you're eating snails, yes,
Yes.
I understand what you're talking about. The wall clams or snails is
Yes.
in the dirt. These are the things I've seen when I walked out of my mother's house and on a nice rainy morning,
Sure.
and they're everywhere. Is that what you're eating, or is there a different kind of snail?
Well,
Yeah, it's
that's
like a bigger snail.
coming from like the wilds of
French.
Australia or something.
No, well,
or-
it's a French restaurant, so you'd imagine the
They came from
escargot
France.
would come from France. Though I think there's probably escogar?
Was that the Aussie way to say it?
Escogar!
Yeah.
All right.
It's like that. Is that like the Mexican cartel snail? Like the what's his name?
Wow, I don't know
couldn't
where
go
you're
there.
going.
Couldn't go there.
No, that's Colombia. Pablo Escobar.
Thank you.
Oh,
It just
Narcos.
sounded.
you got it. You got twice today what he was doing
I know.
with the
Yeah.
train thing.
Same page.
Was that on air?
Train thing?
Is
it
that was
live
not
right
on
now?
air.
Oh.
It was not on air. Kristian Harloff, happy birthday. I'll say that at least 10 to 15
Here's
times
what I know
today.
about escargot.
Okay.
That every time I go to a French restaurant with Grammy, she orders it and she ends up crying because
She loves him so much.
no, she can't fucking get them out. She's she's with the fork. You can go. No, she's got like 92-year-old hands.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
she's
yeah.
trying to. It's like lobster. They give you that little fork, and you're trying to get it out, and she's
Sure.
always like, "Mother." And I'm like,
Slippery, you little
Really,
sucker.
really
Well, no,
upset
here's what
about
they
it.
give you: the little clamps. They're like a little, I don't know, like clamps. They're clamps. I was looking for another word. I got it on the first try. And you clamp the snail,
and then you use the other thing
and
to
you
scoop it out.
jam it in there.
She can't. Every time she tries
So
to jam
do
it,
you have
jams
to-
further.
Do you have to get the thing?
Yeah, I got to get it for her.
Okay.
But she's a very proud woman, so she doesn't like that.
Correct.
No.
Well, I
it's
think
been
that
an
they
issue
should-
like 100 times.
Well, I think they should hand you a hammer. Like if you want to, like
Yes, I want to give my
excuse me, the crack and a
92-year-old
crab.
grandmother a hammer. Just
Snail
beat the shit
hammer.
out of it, Graham. Get it, Graham.
Go snail hammer. Now French restaurants are a little more bougie than a like crab house in Maryland,
Yeah.
right? Where you're smashing crabs with a hammer. And
I'm picturing New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
Crawfish.
Crawfish too. Here's the problem with crawfish though. Crawfish, there's not a lot of meat in there.
I know. That bothers me too.
Really not. I've been to crawfish boil. I've had like 10 crawfish and haven't eaten a thing.
Yeah. You're
It's
still hungry after 10
totally,
of those suckers.
yeah.
Mhm.
There's this place in Seattle called, I don't know.
Oh, cool. Nailed it.
Boiling.
Well, we have a boiling crab.
The boiler?
There's a boiling crab right
Is
here
that
in
what that
Burbank.
is? And they lay it all out on the table for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's literally right
Okay,
next to
well,
Yard
it's
House.
also in Seattle.
It's true. It's a chain restaurant.
And I love it there.
Okay.
I'm going to go now.
Okay.
I'll see you guys later.
Is that where we should start
and
doing
they
our
put
lunches?
it all there,
Or-
and then you can, like, that's when you beat the shit out of it.
Totally, yeah, because it's on a giant piece of wax paper or you know,
Yeah.
parchment paper. You take the hammer to it.
We have one?
It's literally right next to Yard House.
What do I do?
That's up to you, Fox.
I'm not
mean-
sure where that question goes.
What do I do?
And how did we get there from snails?
Okay. What do you mean? What do you do? I'd like to like journey into that question if you
Well,
don't
I
mind.
didn't know.
Let's break that
You
down.
didn't
Fox.
know
So now
what?
that I know, what do I do?
You go there.
But it's like my Seattle spot.
Okay. Well, why don't we try and see if the Burbank spot can equal the Seattle spot? Mark, what do you think? As a Seahawks fan, Mark, what do you think? Wearing a Rams hat, they're division opponents. You
I know.
jagwagon.
I like them both.
This is a
what
weird,
do you want from me?
weird question considering you're wearing a hat, but did you get a haircut?
I did.
It looks great.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Cody,
Supercuts,
play
man,
the
I'm
haircut
telling you.
soundtrack.
I'm
He
He
telling
took
you.
off the headset and I could see those clean lines.
Here you go. There
Yeah.
it is.
Oh,
There it is.
Looking real good.
real hot,
Ooh, boy.
so hot.
That's a
happy
haircut.
birthday,
That sounded
Kristian
like
Harloff.
Lizzo.
What's that? Lizzo?
Ooh, boy.
I don't listen to Liz. Is it a
It's a
singer?
woman's singer.
Yeah.
She sings that song.
I listen
that's,
to
Boy.
I listen to true crime podcasts.
Yo.
That's what I listen to is music.
Lizzo gives me life.
Lizzo
okay?
exploded on the scene. It's crazy.
Yeah.
She went from
I've heard of her, yeah.
nothing to everything. She's that bad bitch song is
boy.
everywhere.
Is that what it is?
That,
Okay.
She's really good, guys. I'm telling you.
Yeah, she can rock.
She was the one who was rumored to play Ursula in Little Mermaid, but then it ended up being Melissa
Oh,
McCarthy.
yeah.
And
They
I
should've
believe she's
gotten
in.
her.
Isn't she in Hustlers too? I didn't see Hustlers, but
I
I,
did
think I
not
saw
see
her
Hustlers.
face on a billboard.
Cody, can we look up if
Alex
Lizzo?
said yeah.
Lizzo is in Hustlers.
That's what Alex said.
Alex, get on that mic and do your Australian accent for
Oh
people.
yeah, she. Oh my God.
Do it.
She's
Oh,
in a very
yeah.
small role.
Keep going, Alex. Keep going.
Keep going. Explain Lizzo's role in
She
Hustlers.
is one of the strippers in Hustlers.
Oh, good eye, huh?
Good, very, very good.
Wait,
role.
keep going. That sounded like something not Australian, but something.
Keep going.
It's
Keep
Alex.
like an
going.
attempt at an Australian.
Okay.
It kind of sounds like
When he gets to the A's, he can't hang.
yeah, he's an Australian that pronounces every syllable in the word.
Right.
Australia.
Australia.
Aussie.
Jose.
Have you seen those big fucking spiders? No,
that was
sounded bad.
really
That
bad.
was
That
really
was terrible.
bad.
Okay,
really
Alex,
bad.
do you get your inspiration for your Australian accent from Outback Steakhouse commercials?
Yes, I do.
Hey, you know. Bloody hell, mate.
I want to say Birds of Prey trailer dropped today.
The Birds of Prey trailer dropped today.
It's really good.
That is
There's like a movie
fantastic.
that I'm thinking I can't.
At risk of offending everybody out there, he doesn't sound totally with it.
But that's true. He's like a really drunk and high Australian. I would
Oh,
also like to
wasted.
point out that I don't think I've done Australian accents for Australian people. They are the least offended people on the planet. They
Yeah.
don't give a shit. Us trying to do their accents, I think, really entertains them. I mean, it might annoy them because every person that meets them in the States is like, "Oh, you're got an accent. All right, let me try it."
Yeah.
I don't know because I don't do it anymore due to Mod. who was like,
Maud.
no more. I am so like, stop, American, stop.
Yeah,
and
no.
I was like, okay, Mom.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because girls like Alicia Malone and Maude Garrett is guys try and think that that's like a flirting tool.
Yeah.
And that's clearly not working for them.
No, don't try it.
Don't
Yeah,
do that.
Don't do it.
I can't do Aussie. British I can do. And often...
Do your British then.
and
You can't just
often
start.
when I go to the bar, I will be British for the night.
All right. Well, I'll
And,
give you one solid minute, Roxy.
It's after a few drinks. But like, what do you want me to say?
Well, no, I think we should have a conversation and you respond in British. Okay.
Let me respond in British.
Yeah, the British accent. UK, English. What do you have? Welsh,
Absolutely.
Irish?
Whatever you'd like.
It's not bad. All right. So, what are your thoughts? Hi, my name is Eric.
Eric.
I don't know why I
Love
went
that
there.
name.
Eric, sure.
I come to this bar often. Do you also come to this bar?
I do, actually. I'm surprised I've never seen you here before.
And where? Oh, is that an accent I detect?
It is. It is. But
Interesting.
don't ask me where I'm from. It's very taboo.
Oh, okay. So, would you like? Shit, that was my next question.
That was great.
Okay.
What would you like? Would you like a drink?
I would love a drink. Thank you so much.
What kind of drinks do you like? Why am I have a British accent?
That's what happens.
Damn it!
That's
you
what
got up.
happens. They end up, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm the bartender watching this.
Yeah,
Going,
just
this
no.
guy's just
Well, because
burying
here's the
himself.
thing. I've already talked to the bartender like this.
Okay.
Then this guy comes over,
Yeah.
and now I'm talking to him like
And I'm-
this. And the bartender's like, oh, motherfucker, another one of these.
Cody, can you do me a favor? I know this is really, really early for this, but if you turn on the phone lines right now, and if you're British out there and you would like to call into this program, if you could be British living in the United States, and give Roxy a little bit of critique on her British accent, we'd really, really appreciate
Dude,
that.
I like this.
Listen, do
Look at you,
not.
dude. Look
I
at
think
you
we need an
going.
Aussie calling in to critique you.
Fun.
And
If
more
a bloody
importantly,
Aussie-
Alex.
If you're British, if you're Aussie, you call in.
Call in.
What was
right,
that one?
That was terrible.
I didn't know which one.
It doesn't matter.
How do you do with New York?
New
You're
York
gonna bring
is fine.
something to the table.
Look. If I do an accent, I'm just gonna go
It's
into my
soul.
Sean Connery. All right.
Okay,
I mean,
do
it's
Sean Connery. Sean Connery, this rundown.
Well, it's Collider Live, show 2:30,
Wow,
Tuesday, October 1st,
All right.
2019. The Birds of Prey.
It's bloody
Trailer
fucking
discussion.
Sean Connery, I mean.
Let's
Honestly,
play.
it's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
We have an all-new comic book shopping with Kevin Smith.
Oh.
Dropped today.
Did it really?
I
Why
lo-
am I doing
I
Connery
love
now?
Kevin Smith.
We
It's amazing.
We named the dog Indiana, not Kevin Smith. That's where we're going.
I bloody
That's
fucking
what we're
love
doing.
Kevin Smith. He's my favorite director
Yeah.
here from the States. I love Clerks and
Never
bloody
worked with him.
Moritz.
Yeah.
I love Chasing Amy.
Well, Mallrats is tough. 'cause
Moritz.
It does sound like Moritz, which is a Jewish last name, I feel.
Moritz.
Moritz.
Everybody
hey,
loves
Shana,
Moritz.
Shana Teva, by the way.
Shana Tova.
Shana
Well,
Teva. Shana.
to you as
Tova.
well. I called Grammy yesterday to say Shana Tova. She said, took you long enough.
Whoa, Grammy coming in hot.
I was like, Graham, it's 9 in the morning. I called you very early.
What, did you go to Temple yesterday?
No.
Hmm.
No.
Now, is that
I haven't gone to Temple since I've lived in LA.
really?
Yeah.
Is it because you don't have a temple?
Well, I did it when I was in college.
Okay.
Wow, what was the word for that? When I was at USC.
Bloody university, mate.
There are different things like Chabad that you go to. Which
What's Chabad? Can you explain that? Because yesterday because I wasn't on the first hour, and I really wanted to get some more like Jewish history on Rosh Hashanah and like the celebratory rituals per se. Is there snails? No snails.
no snails.
Back
Yeah.
to the snails.
We got a seafood plate issue.
Oh, okay.
But it's the Jewish New Year,
Right.
So-
Shana Tova.
Shana Tova.
Somebody I heard say Shana Tova.
They were probably not Jewish.
Okay.
Or Australian.
Got it. Shana
Or
Tova.
Sean Connery.
Shana Tova.
Or Shana Tova.
No, you did it.
Shush.
There it is.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. All right. You're on Collider Live. Are you British or Australian?
Or Sean Connery.
I'm from Great Britain, actually.
Awesome. Okay, what's your name?
Do we think he really is?
Oh, my name is Don.
Are you? Wait,
Are
hold
you
on.
Soul?
Hold on.
What's that?
Oh, it's Soul.
Stop for a second. Hold on.
Say a longer sentence.
Yeah,
Don.
can you tell us exactly where you're from, your parents' names, and what sport you played growing up?
It's not taboo.
I was born and raised in a small town called Chetfordshire. My parents are Marianne and Tom. and I played rugby most of my life.
Okay.
Why are you laughing at our friend Don?
I don't think that
Because
this
it's
guy is
not
for real.
Don, it's Saul.
I think he
Don,
just
tell
made
me
up
again what-
Chestershire.
Where is said Chestershire?
It's Chetfordshire. It's not far from London, actually. It's about an hour south of it.
And how do you get there?
I mean, I suppose. I mean, from Los Angeles, I suppose you would fly. In
No, how do you get there from
Heathrow.
London? What tube do you take?
Boom, tube.
I don't normally take the tube into London. I have a car. I drive it.
And what side of the street?
Do you drive your car on? How do you get
You don't know what
gas?
side of the street we drive.
No, we'll
No,
get,
do you
okay,
know?
so if I'm going to believe you, I feel like I'm being a little gullible right now, Don, and I appreciate your phone call all the way from. Or do you live here in America now?
No, but I visit an awful lot.
Okay.
And how long is that flight?
That flight is I usually go to New York. It's about 6 hours.
And what airline do you fly?
I mean, if we're going to be honest, I suppose whatever the cheapest fare is, I don't have any.
He used the
miles or
word
anything that they
fair. That's how I know he may be British.
What is the food on said airline that's cheapest?
I mean, that's a bit ridiculous. I can't tell you what the food is.
Do you think we've insulted him?
Yes, I think we have.
Don, I believed you at first, but you're losing me.
Well, I mean, what would you like me? I mean, I don't know how else you've got to take my word, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay. Now listen.
All right.
First of all, I think a couple of the words that you've given, like suppose, you're not going to. I think
Okay.
Don
Who's
is for
the
real.
queen?
Everybody
Queen
knows.
Elizabeth?
Yeah. Jesus.
He must be
That,
British.
that was your I got you question. Okay.
Ooh, how many sons does she have?
She has one son. What are you?
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Isn't there like Henry and then also Charles and stuff?
Charles is the
No,
one
it's-
son.
Oh, I don't know.
No, it's Prince Charles.
Yes.
Prince of Wales.
Oh,
Okay.
who are his kids?
Roxy, enough.
Oh.
They know this. Okay,
I
we've
don't
seen
know
the
this.
crown.
I'm just asking.
All right, Don.
information. Oh,
Okay, Don. I want you to honestly critique Roxy's accent. Is it? Are you giving away something? Is this a fake person?
I think it is
Hey,
a fake person.
Don.
Yes, I think it's Saul.
Don, first of all, Don, I believe you right now.
You
I'm
think,
gonna.
what, you think I'm Saul, the guy who calls in all the time?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
do you have red hair?
No, I certainly don't. I have blonde hair, and you know it.
Oh, you dick.
Oh my God! It's
Can you
Saul.
wait, Saul? Well done. Were you really buying that?
Wait,
Are you
many
really
kids-
buying
How
that?
many kids does a queen actually
How
have?
can you buy that?
By the way, I had no idea how many kids Charles and Diana had. If you would have let me answer that, I would have been fucked.
Yeah,
just
they
two.
got
It's
two,
William
right?
and Harry.
William. That's that other dude's
Billy
name.
and Harry. Oh, damn
I
it,
can't
Saul.
I hate
All
when my bills are hairy.
right, Saul. Just before we let you go, honest opinion. How was Roxy's British accent on your scale?
I got to be honest with you. I know a lot of British people.
Okay.
Like British people. There's more British people in New York sometimes than New Yorkers.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually not. It's not terrible actually.
Okay.
It's pretty good. She lost it a little bit here and there, but
Okay.
if she was really trying, if like it was a situation where she really had to do it, I think she could probably pull it off.
Thank
Okay.
you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I thought that yours was excellent to the point where I was ready to believe you. It was
Mm-hmm,
these cynical.
Cynical is the word.
I'm gonna call you sinister, but I guess
either
you're more
one.
cynical people.
Listen, before I go, I just want to remind everyone out there they should be listening to the excellent Rule 2 from last night. It was a great show.
Thank
especially
you,
the middle
Saul.
part.
Yeah,
Thank
Saul,
you.
good
Yeah,
promo for some Collider
Saul,
content.
Saul
Thanks
got
for
through.
calling in, Saul.
I
of
can't believe you
Chestershire.
knew not only was he not British, but that it was Saul.
Yeah.
Well, I
How'd you know that?
Because he's been
Uh-oh,
calling
wait,
in
wait, wait,
quite
wait,
a bit.
wait.
I think we got one.
We got one.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, you're on Collider Live. Are you really Australian or British?
Yes, I'm British.
Oh, okay. Amazing.
Where
What is
do you live?
In Britain.
All right.
Where else?
Okay.
I don't know whether that makes him absolutely telling the truth or absolutely lying.
Yeah, that's
All right,
why
what's
I
your
have no
what's
idea.
your name, man? What's your name?
Down the stairs, it's bloody raining in here. Down here. Here.
Down here, over here.
Okay, you
here.
failed. That you failed. That you didn't. You just had to say here 3 separate times to try and get your accent correct. You failed, but I appreciate your.
I am in Britain. I'm in Suffolk. East Anglia.
He is calling from a +44 number.
Oh,
Really?
Jesus.
Tell us.
Okay.
Tell us more. How do you get to London?
by train usually, although on a Sunday morning you have to get a bus back because they're usually engineering on the tracks.
Wait, so you're a train engineer?
No, he has to take the bus because they're engineering on the tracks.
Oh, got it.
On Sunday
okay.
mornings.
And what do you? And wait, can you tell us your name real quick? You haven't decided your name.
My name's Mark. I'm in the chat at the moment.
Oh, Mark in the chat at the moment, calling from +44.
How
number.
many kids does
All right,
Charles
hold
have?
on. Hold on.
Okay, listen, Mark.
He doesn't-
First of all, he didn't hear your question. We talked over it. I apologize. Mark, how is Roxy's British accent? If you were going to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, could you give her some hints? What is like the key to the British accent? Does it sound good? If you were in America and you came up to Roxy and she gave you that British accent, would you believe it?
No, but
Oh, good.
it's still good.
Okay.
Thank you. I have a
Okay,
question
I'm
because
buying
there's
this.
a lot of Aussies that vacation in Europe. They like take 2 years and just go to Europe.
Holiday.
It happens all the time. Yeah, on
Yeah.
holiday. How is Josh's Australian accent?
On a scale of 1 to 10,
Yeah.
-8.
Wow.
I thought it was, well,
Burn.
then what was Alex's?
Yeah.
Alex's was quite good. I'd give that about a 6.
What?
What's happening?
You're Alex.
What?
Mark.
Josh, boy. You're trying too hard.
I'm bloody trying too hard, mate. Get out of here.
Oh, Jesus. You are trying too hard.
Okay.
I'm so confused.
It's got to be softer.
Wait,
gotta
I
be
just want to make
softer?
sure.
It's not saying the C word now.
Mark,
Oh,
I
I'm
just
not
want to
saying
make
the C word,
sure
I know.
that you've actually heard Alex. Alex, one more time.
What are you talking? No, that's
He's trying to
what
do
are you
Mark.
talking about?
Okay. All right, Mark. Mark, you've been to the States before? Been to the States?
No.
Okay. Now, I would imagine that, but I'm sure you've met some American people. Is when they try to imitate your accent, is that very annoying for you?
Yes.
Okay. Good
talk, Mark.
Good talk,
Good
Mark.
talk.
Mark, I want to thank you for the call and sorry for doubting you up top. We appreciate you being a listener and giving Roxy. Wait. We need like your honest opinion. Like if she was in England, would
He said
people believe
no.
her? No.
He said it was still good, but no.
Okay. All right.
But I can work on it.
No, she's got one of those. She's got one of those accents that you can hear American actresses sound like in British films.
Mm.
I mean, a bit. She's like on Gwyneth Paltrow in Shakespeare, whatever it was, Shakespeare
In
Now
Love.
or whatever it's called.
Right. That terrible movie that beat
Good.
Saving Private Ryan.
It is good. The film's great. Don't bitch. Do not flag off Shakespeare.
Okay. I'm not slagging on Shakespeare. I don't like it per se, but I'm not going to make fun of it because.
All it takes is just a couple sessions with my acting coach, guys, and then I would be believable.
Yeah.
Give me the week.
I think you're there. I think exactly that because you can take these acting classes. You can take those tapes that you can listen to and like go through it and through it. What?
I don't like what you're doing with your
What?
face.
I'm listening.
I think
That's
she
your
can do
listening
it.
face?
I think she can do it.
Yeah. All right, Mark, thanks for the call, man. I hope you didn't lose too many minutes on your mobile phone, your mobile. And
You need to work on your listening face.
okay.
I don't like it.
And thanks for being a Clouder Live fan. And if we're ever over there, you got to come and make fun of us at a local pub. All right.
Hells yeah.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark. Did you already hang up on him, Cody?
Yeah, I totally hung up on
Oh,
it.
Okay.
nice.
Sorry.
Good. All right.
He is
well,
in the
Now
chat.
we just need an Australian guy.
I have
guess,
an
or girl.
unrelated question going
Okay.
back to the beginning of the conversation.
Uh-huh.
I guess this is for both of you guys, but Josh, because I most recently had your 2-year anniversary,
Mm-hmm,
right? Do you guys ever get nervous posting pictures on social media with your significant others because they say, like, talking about fame, you guys should be able to be like, I don't know, like. Not single, but like desired by people, or people shouldn't know that you have a wife or fiance. Do you guys ever get nervous about that?
I think it's very different as a female
than it is a man.
for a man.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been desired by any.
Just the same.
Yeah, I don't like
Same.
walk around and be like, she desires me, she desires that guy definitely desires me.
Yeah.
What's up, Mark? Like, I mean, I think the one thing that Amanda always said that they knew at Moo Moo about like posting things is that people love. Right? And so they always got way more likes on things that were about love and all that kind of
Interesting.
stuff.
I love that.
But also
That's
on a flip
cool.
side, guys are gross and disgusting and will click on anything when they see boobs.
Yeah. What if
Yes.
it's love boobs?
I mean, you can love on boobs.
No,
That's
no,
fine.
like a picture of love, but boobs also.
Well, I mean, that's probably the double whammy.
Double whammy.
I mean, yeah,
Need to
that's
love
a
boobs.
that's a viral
Yeah.
post right there.
Okay.
I mean, you know, I don't. Ryan Reynolds posts with Blake Lively all the time. You know,
he does. Have you seen his?
he
post?
makes fun of her.
He
It's
is-
awesome. It's
He
hysterical.
posted
I love
his
him.
birthday, her birthday, and she's like cropped out.
Yeah, it's great. It's like Goldie
He's
Hawn
so
always
funny.
crops out Oliver Hudson in all of her pictures and makes fun of him. It's
Yeah.
very, very funny. But why
Goldie
are
Hawn
you?
has Instagram?
Yeah, she's hysterical. She's
Really?
a very funny follow. Yeah, Twitter too. She's great.
I gotta look this up.
Why are you like nervous about posting pictures with significant others or?
Yes, Josh. Yes,
I'm saying, like, in the
I'm nervous
future or
about posting a
past.
picture with my significant other, Josh.
What
How'd
would
you
you-
know?
I'm saying in the past or future.
Right.
Would you be because you think you'd get less likes or
No.
guys would start unfollowing you because
No, I was
they
talking.
would send you less cameras on your birthday?
No, I was
or-
talking to a girlfriend of mine who has been in a relationship for a couple years with a guy
Mm-hmm.
who won't post pictures with her because of that. He's
Is he a model?
a celebrity. No, entertainment person.
Okay.
And I think it's interesting. I don't know. I hadn't really thought
Is
much
he like
about
a
it.
sex object? Does he think that if he posts it, girls will stop following him or like will
Maybe.
attack her?
Maybe.
Is that the thing?
I don't know. Says both.
Okay.
Says both.
Does he have like a huge following where girls are rabid about him, and then
Yeah.
if he posts a picture, that they'll be like, "I'm gonna kill this bitch"?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because
I
girls
just-
can be crazy just as guys can be crazy. I'm sure the
Totally.
guys would post on your thing like, "Fuck this dude."
But I don't know if I could be with somebody who could not be with me like publicly. It's less about posting it on Instagram and more about like that would make me feel a certain kind of way, you know?
Well, Well, go on more.
Well,
on that.
more like even if they're not embarrassed of you or ashamed of you, it would make me feel hidden.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody likes to feel that way.
No, I 100% agree. And it comes to the fact of like, here's the flip side of what this guy's thinking. Maybe he's thinking that these people will attack her online or whatever, but also him keeping her a secret on social media or whatever looks like he's trying to cheat
Yeah.
at all times.
I agree.
Because
I agree.
if people don't know that he's dating this girl, they can't reach out to her when he cheats on her. That's how it always happens. Like with social media and being a public figure, as soon as you cheat, there are girls out there that are vindictive that will go after, and guys too, that will go after and be like, "Hey, I just slept with your boyfriend in Vegas. I thought you should know."
Yeah.
It's happened. It happens. Like I have no friends that has happened to.
And you think that that's the wrong thing to do?
Reach out and tell them that you cheated with the boyfriend?
Yeah.
No, I think that's the right thing to do. The wrong thing to do is cheat in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that, but if you get caught via social media, you're just a big dumb idiot. Now, because you shouldn't be cheating in the first place. If you want to cheat, just don't be in a relationship. It's silly.
Yeah.
But if you are not posting with your girlfriend, then the people don't know who she is.
So they can't even.
So they can't
Yeah.
even reach out. That's, I mean, guys think like that. Especially
That's so
celebrities and
shitty.
athletes. They will think like that because
Yeah.
it is thrown in their face all the time.
When did you start posting with your ladies? How far in?
Pretty right in, right away. I was
Like
sharing
first date status?
No, not first date. I would say I posted like by the fourth date.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it was like, oh, I think this is the thing. Because I actually remember, I actually shared a picture on Facebook. A memory popped up. It was me and Julie, and that was probably our fourth date, like our
Wow.
third or fourth date. So
Early on. Yeah, it was pretty early on.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe like a month and a half in, something like
Wow.
that. 2 months.
I kind of stopped on
that's interesting.
Twitter back in February when I had that weird
Yeah.
troll
Yeah.
thingy happen. I started to get really protective of her, of Julie. I just got, I don't know. I was like, because the threat that came
Yeah.
in referenced her.
Right.
And I went, oh, shit. You know, so my anxiety went through the roof over that and that posting.
I don't think Amanda has really seen like the aspect of the trolls that we have. Obviously, I mean, I delete most of the comments off YouTube. I definitely delete them off Instagram, there's not much you can do about Twitter except block people. And Amanda has had like little troll action, but when it does happen, she gets pretty pissed. I'm like, you can't engage the trolls. It's not
No.
something that. It doesn't bring happiness at all. Like you just have to ignore it because as soon as you let the troll get in your brain, then it's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm
why
surprised with how quickly you guys were posting.
would you not post this quickly?
I think with Ben, it took me like, I don't know, maybe 6 months, a year or something like that. Just because, like,
I mean, everybody's got their timetable.
That was such a. Sorry.
Yeah, like I don't know, because were you guys? I mean, maybe this is not a good conversation to have on air, but were you guys only seeing from the day you started seeing your partners? Were you only seeing your partners?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then.
I mean, but I think like open relationships are a thing that
Not
happens.
open relationships, but like when you're dating, you're dating.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never was. I could never date more than one person. If I was, it depends on. It's like I went on a date with a girl, and okay, that was our first date, and then I'm going on another date
Right,
like
that's what
that
I'm
weekend
saying.
or something like that. But when for Julie, I went on a date with her on a Friday, and I was supposed to have a date the next day,
And you canceled.
and I canceled to go out with Julie again.
Does she know that?
She does.
That's
yeah,
really
yeah.
cute.
So then that's from then on. I
You
was
went
like,
out with Julie 2 days in a row?
Yeah, I did.
Wow, damn.
Yeah, it was Friday night, and yeah, wow. Friday night, I was down in Orange County, and she's like, "What are you doing tomorrow?" Or I said, "What are you doing tomorrow?" Knowing that I had the date, going, I'm gonna have to cancel that. And then we went out the next day. Yeah.
Because you just were feeling it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
mean, I had an ex-girlfriend reach out, like this was before Amanda. This was like 3 relationships ago. And she was like, she had seen us together somewhere, and she found the girl and
Oh, boy.
didn't come at me. This girl was kind of crazy.
Wait, she found the girl?
The girl that I was with at the bar that she saw us with, and I didn't happen to see it, and she found out who this girl was, and then came after her, as like to scare her away from me.
I've had that happen
like
to me
the,
as
the
well.
triangle.
Yeah, I've had that happen before,
Totally.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's scary. When you get messaged by another girl about somebody that you are with, that's scary.
Totally.
I had it wasn't me. I had a friend in an acting class back in the day when I was taking acting classes, this was like 2001 or whatever it was, and he apparently cheated on his girlfriend in the middle of acting class. The girlfriend came in, threw the door open, and just started throwing his shit at him.
Aye.
And I was like, oh
Yikes.
boy, buddy.
That's a tough look. I mean, you got to be
yeah.
a special kind of crazy to go into like somebody's acting class. Like, there's
He deserved
level.
it,
That's
you know?
true.
Yeah, no,
Deserved
I
it,
mean,
but,
like, listen.
yeah.
I'm just so anti when you establish rules in a relationship, breaking them so shitty. Like if you want to be in an open marriage and that's your guys' deal, or an open relationship, you do you.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you guys are both on the same page. But
Right.
other than that, if those rules have not been established, like just like don't do that.
Right.
I don't have a bone in my body that understands that.
No,
I don't get it at all.
Yeah.
Like at all. I just couldn't, like, if you're gonna marry somebody, like, what?
The fact that people get married multiple times, like I planned one wedding. No offense to you, Mark. I'm saying people that like 4 or 5 times, like just keep pulling
yeah.
the trigger. Like,
Yeah.
what? I planned one wedding. That was
Yeah.
plenty. I will never get married again, ever. But I mean, because I plan on staying with my wife forever. But let's
Yeah.
just say, that something happens. I'm not saying anything happens. I'm never going to get married again unless we just like, go to a courthouse.
So my
I'm never
dad
gonna do
said,
it.
he married my mom, that something happened.
Yeah.
That something being that she died.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I'm not fucking doing this again.
Correct.
Like, that was my person. And so now, he does that date younger women thing, which like I kind of don't blame
Crushing.
him for.
Yeah, go
'cause
for it.
He's like, all right, I had that love of life, check. Now I'm just going to like
Well,
do
like my
other
grandma's
things.
turning 90 this weekend, right? My grandfather died in 1994. She has
Wow.
never been with, and like I've never even seen her talk to another guy outside of like church people.
Yeah.
Right? Like never seen it. Same with my grandma Rose, my dad's mom. My grandpa Makuga died in 1986. She died in like 2009. Never saw her talk to another
Well, when
man.
do people stop having sex?
I don't know.
Like what age?
Do Grammy and Poppy have sex?
No, they stopped. I asked her about this. They stopped having sex, like fairly recently.
What did he write in the Google? What does that say?
When do people stop having sex?
We're trying to get to the bottom of this.
No, but I mean it. Like, what is the average age that people no longer? Because like you could like really fuck something up. I mean, like you're like
Your hip?
yeah. Like if you're in your 90s and you're having sex, you have to be incredibly careful. Like you could
And
really
just HJs and stuff like that. Or like just
I don't know
FBs.
because like it depends. Carpal tunnel,
Okay.
arthritis.
True. Well, Grammy can't get the snails, so.
Yeah, that's
Man,
so.
I'm sorry. This is really
Whoa!
Grandmother we're
This
talking
is
about.
really inappropriate. I apologize. Yeah.
Check out this headline here, guys. Sexed up seniors do it more than you'd think.
Well, that's
There you
because we
go.
know that because senior citizens are like one of the number one contractors for STDs,
STDs.
because in these senior
What?
citizen
Yes.
centers, yeah.
You didn't know
Jeez,
this?
no.
No, yeah. So I remember. So a buddy of mine sent me a script that he used to be a literary manager, right? And he's like, read the script. Tell me if you think it's funny. Because I think it's hysterical, but I might just be the wrong, like, I might just be so far out that nothing offends me. And it was about this guy, this older senior citizen who was married, his wife died, and he moved into like a Del Boca Vista Phase 3. Okay? And, right? Like Seinfeld.
Nice,
Seinfeld
nice,
reference.
nice.
So, and it was a lot about like seniors and getting STDs and like guys that had never gotten blowjobs before or HJs before, like the sexually awakening within a senior living facility. And it was effing hysterical. I thought one day I was just going to see it on TV and it was going to star Will Ferrell, like or whoever, or was it going to be like Robert De Niro?
Yeah.
You know, that show that Jeff Dye hosted, but basically scripted, like Terry Bradshaw, the guy from Star Trek. I never remember his name. I am the actor that talks like this. From Star Trek.
Yeah.
James T. Kirk.
William Shatner?
William Shatner.
Oh.
I always botch that name. I always, whatever. It's one of those like brain farts that like never sticks in my head. I can remember everything from like the 6th grade and I can't remember William Shatner's name. Sorry, Thad. Sorry, Thad.
What do you think he talks like?
I am the actor that talks like this. No, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. He's like.
That's what threw me off.
Star Trek.
Mr. Sulu.
But I'm doing the Family Guy impression of him.
Yeah,
He's, like,
I get
bouncing all over
it.
the
I
walls.
can't do it. I tried,
Sure.
and no, it's not happening.
Sure.
But yeah, so the script was very, very funny. And then I started doing research, like looking up this thing of how because they've gone through menopause, they can't really get pregnant. They're just banging without condoms all over the place.
Because that's the thing. Like, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys right now.
Yeah.
Like, you might be upset, but I'm going to be 100% honest.
Do it.
I am absolutely not wearing a condom or having somebody wear a condom when I'm in my 80s. Like, fuck
Why
that.
would you?
Like, that just
Why would
seems so... if I am having sex at 80 with a random person in a senior citizen, I'm not gonna be like, pause, put on the Connie. Like, I just am not doing it.
Just call it a Connie?
So I was thinking about my 80-year-old self, like, because she's cute.
And you're thinking up a new slang for a Connie? Well, Cody, bring up Connie.
Well, don't you think, like, okay, so when
And
I'm
not
older,
Connie Britton.
I'm more from New York and I'm more Jewish. So like,
Okay.
yeah, I'm like, all right.
Wait, are you going to get a thicker Jewish accent the older you get?
For sure. You haven't noticed that about people?
No.
So
See,
A lot of
Connie
different
Britton.
options for Connie.
I'll be like, yo, I would like to have sex with you.
No, you're
Put
botching
on
this.
the Connie. Like that.
I don't know.
Put on the Connie?
Well, I'm not going to say put on the Connie because I'm not having Connie.
Is that a laugh somewhere in the like?
I think
we got
Alex-
the office
We're
in on
dying
this.
over here.
Also, where do you go to get the Connie at that age?
Stop calling it a Connie! It's not a Connie. It's not. It's not. It's not a Connie.
Josh, what you're not realizing, this isn't Roxy at 28 calling it a Connie. This is 80-year-old Roxy calling it a Connie.
Yeah.
Or you're going to yell at 80-year-old
you're
So
not
by
Roxy?
now, if you wanted a Connie, you could probably blink your eyes. The Amazon drone will fly in and drop a box right there on the
box of
bed.
Connie.
That's
And
what
I
I need to
guarantee
do.
you, at like when you sign into Del Boca Vista Phase 3, and the doorman's like, "Would you like a Connie?" And they're like, "What's a Connie?" And they're like, "Condom." And she's like, "Then call it a condom." But then they
That's
take
not
it,
what happens.
and then they don't use
not
it.
in my senior citizen.
Not
Oh, a
yours.
Connie. Yeah, that's what we called it down under.
Fucking Connies, mate. Eh? The condom. Bloody hell.
Say condom.
Bloody hell, this
Condom.
Connie is
Condom.
tight.
Well, that's how they say it in England and in Australia and stuff. They call it a condom.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they called it
Will
a rubber.
Mark, call back immediately. I hope you have enough minutes left
They
on your
don't
mobile
call
phone.
it a condom.
Nope, they called it a rubber.
They call it a Connie.
You really think they call it a condom?
Yes, I'm
No,
telling
they
you.
called it a Jimmy.
Condom.
It calls. Listen. I've watched enough British TV to know that they call it a condom. They do.
What
The
British shows
In-Between-
have sex?
The In-Betweeners.
What British? Oh,
The In-Betweeners is one of the greatest shows of all time.
And they
okay?
say, hand me the condom.
Hand me the condom. Did you get a condom? Yes. It's called
This is
a
a
condom.
fucking lie.
I
It's
swear.
a fucking lie.
Boy.
And I will
Somebody
not
pull
accept
up,
lying at this
Cody,
table.
Cody, pull
Sleep
up
in the hallway.
British guy, British
your
people
condom.
pronounce condom, and see if we can get like a sound clip of a British person
I have
pronouncing
never
condom.
slept with a British person. I just realized.
There you go. Okay, hold on. I think we're gonna get it.
How to pronounce condom. There's actually a video.
Hey,
Why do we think this is a British person?
are we not having sound?
Stand by.
Standing. Scroll.
Condom.
Okay, it's not working, but I do have good news, guys.
No,
Okay.
it went. It said
Condom.
condom.
Which is not condom.
No, but that's not a British
All right,
person. That's
we're
clear.
gonna solve this right now because we have a caller.
Okay, go ahead. Is this Mark again?
It is.
Yes, Mark. All right. How do you say con? We say condom
How do you
here.
say
in-
Connie?
No.
Now we say condoms or rubber johnnies.
Rubber Johnnies. What?
I was close. I said Jimmy.
First of all,
Mark, first of all, Mark, you are the new celebrity guest caller of Collider Live. You
I have
are
so many
British
questions.
Saul, and I really appreciate
wait,
you so much.
You say I need to stop and go grab a condom?
Condom.
Condom.
No, I've heard on In-Betweeners they say condom.
Maybe it was just the character choice.
None of this matters, though. Can you please talk to me about a rubber Johnny?
Yes.
What about them? They come in different sizes.
Why did you? How did you guys start calling this rubber Johnnies?
I don't know. I guess maybe during the war.
Maybe during the war.
I don't know.
Which war?
Never, ever give up.
Emma.
No,
On your rubber
Wait, let him talk.
Johnny.
Let him talk. Go ahead, Mark.
they used to be called sheaves during the war. They were hard. They were quite thick rubber things.
Spell it. They
And you
were called
washed them.
sheaves.
Sheaves.
Yeah, sheaves are hard rubber containers, and you wash them out and reuse them.
What?
Thick rubber.
What? They were washing out condoms?
Maybe during the war.
Oh.
You had them in your boxes. You had them in the long, sort of like gift box, that long, thin box.
A military ration, an MRE. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, so they were hard, thick rubber, and you would wash them out so you could reuse them?
Thicker rubber, yeah, they're not ultra thin now. Then, they were thicker.
Thicker.
Still latex?
And you wash them out. Yeah, you
Right.
hang them on the line. You see them in the gardens at weekends. Mothers used to hang them out.
How old are you, Mark?
You go, what?
How old are you that you used to see these on the line?
Well, I'm 50.
What war are we talking about?
I love this guy.
Is this the Great War that you're talking about?
Mark, you are unfriggin' believable. I love you so much, dude. You are incredible.
I think we have to start calling him Johnny.
Yeah, is Rubber Johnny on the line? Holy
Rubber Johnny.
shit. Mark, listen.
Next time I get laid, you better believe. Pull out your rubber Johnny.
Get it?
Yeah, you gotta get it from the clothesline. Hold on, I gotta go outside.
Mom used to
I
hang
did
them
some
in
fresh
the garden.
laundry.
That's way too much I needed to know about your mother's sex life.
Say, Mom.
He did.
No.
Mum. Mum.
Just watch some World War documentaries. World War II.
He didn't say Mom.
You'll see 'em.
Did you say
Buy
Mom?
some World War II condoms.
He said it. He natural. Okay, Mark, real quick. Naturally say the word condom. Just go condom.
Condom.
I think it's pretty close to condom.
It's
It's
not.
close.
It's
It's
not
close.
close.
It's close.
Wait,
I'll
can
give it to you.
No, please.
Thank you.
Mark, I need you to solve this for once and for all. Did you say that your mother would hang the condoms?
No, mothers. It was a joke. Mothers. No, you wash them in the sink. That was a joke.
It was a joke.
It was a joke. That's my bad.
But hook, line, and sinker.
You got
RJ.
us. You nailed it. All right,
Whoa.
Mark, thanks for the second call of the day. You are fantastic. Good luck with the Rubber Johnny situation over there.
Guys, I gotta say,
Oh, man.
I'm really impressed. News? Nah. Nonsense. Circle,
Totally.
underline.
How uncomfortable would thick rubber feel?
I mean, it's not going to feel you're not going to get a lot of feeling from it. I think it's more of like a touch the boob situation because you're definitely not getting any feeling from the.
But you're talking about you. I'm talking about me.
Oh, yeah. Not great.
Yeah, I don't think it's good for
Fuck that.
anyone involved in this.
It's literally I think it's like the gloves you use to wash dishes.
Oh, God.
I'm literally gonna puke. I'm just picturing somebody sticking their penis in one of those and trying to.
Cody, let me ask you a question.
What's going on, Jeff?
Okay. You have a son now and everything.
I do.
You know,
Did not use a rubber Johnny.
He did not use a Rubber Johnny. In about 15 years, Grant's going to be out there, swinging it a little bit. Are you going to let him? Are you going to be letting him call it a Connie? You let him call it a Connie.
Why not, man? I'd be laughing.
Well, and would you appreciate it? Like, Dad, I need to get a pack of Rubber Johnnies. You're like, let me tell you a quick story about a guy named Mark. And pre-war England when they used to hang rubbers from the clothesline. Even though I know that was a joke, and that was a really good joke, Mark. And can I also ask the room, and Alex, you can join in here too. Was that the best call we've ever had?
It's,
Yeah,
it's definitely top
100%.
5.
100%. Cody, are you already thinking about what you're going to clip out from that?
No.
No, we probably. I don't know.
No, we can't clip out
Nah,
that.
that's not. Gonna be a
Rubber
clip
Johnny
out.
has to be a soundbite.
Well, yeah, Rubber Johnny has to be a soundbite for sure. Holy
talk.
moly! I haven't laughed that much about just condoms, and I don't know how
Well, I
long.
can't believe we asked him. I said, "Where do you think that comes from?" And he said, "Probably the war."
Just real quick, probably the war.
Also, like the war.
I mean, you got to imagine the war for Mark is probably World War II. I mean, I think that's everybody's the war.
I would think so too. But
The Great War.
Yeah. Well, the Great War is World War One.
World War
One, right,
But I
right.
would think he was talking about World War II. But I was waiting for the part that we learned why they started calling it Johnny during the war.
Right. Well, I think because I don't know, but I mean, it's the Union Jack, right? Jack is short for John. Rubber Johnny, a rubber Jack, a Jack flag of Johnny, Rubber Johnny.
Put that flag of
You
Johnny
got there.
on your
You
Nailed
got
it.
there.
Tommy.
Before we get into some news, because this is just the best 45 minutes of nonsense we've ever had. Okay, so we've got some news to get to. Obviously, that Birds of Prey trailer dropped today. We're going to get to that in the 11 o'clock hour. And then at 11:30, we're going to take a bunch of your phone calls. We're also going to play a quick game. I like to play this game sometimes. I brought it up, I think, last week, and I was like, do you guys remember the first thing that pops up when the actor, Adam Sandler, right?
Yeah.
The first thing that pops up on his IMDb when it pops up IMDb. We were talking at lunch about it yesterday.
No, we weren't. It's Waterboy.
It's Water.
Oh, Roxy.
Nailed it. So it's weird how IMDb works. I'm not sure how IMDb works. If anybody out there is listening works at IMDb and you want to call and tell us how like that works, or if like the actor requests it.
I can tell you
Oh, you
a
can?
little bit.
Okay.
So on your IMDb, they pick 4 things to have in your top 4, and you can override them if you would like.
Okay.
So they pick it based off of some algorithm. I think it's based on like how many clicks that thing has, like
Okay.
how much it's on the red or up, the year it is, like whatever algorithm. And if you would prefer, you can swap those out.
Okay. But I
That's
would
what I was
imagine. But I would imagine like Will Ferrell isn't reaching out to his agent and be like, "Yo, change my first title on IMDb."
No, but the agent is probably doing that.
Okay.
Like
Interesting.
whatever he feels like. But usually, if it's somebody on Will Ferrell's caliber, IMDb is going to have the right pick there.
I don't think so.
Well, then
'Cause a lot of the people
I think so, because otherwise the agent would change it.
Well, I got to tell you how this game is going to work, because you guys may not get any of these, and that's
Yeah.
why I think this game. Because I always play this game with my friends. There's $100 on the table at all times. When you get out of an Uber, if I'm the one that ordered the Uber and I don't tell you the guy's name and he doesn't say it in the car, you all get one guess for $100 of what the Uber driver's name was.
Oh.
No hints, no nothing. That's $100 on the table at all times.
Wow. I like that game.
It's pretty impossible.
Yeah.
Like I've never lost in 100 or so opportunities. Have never lost $100.
Fred.
It doesn't matter. We didn't ride
gotta
an
do an
Uber
Uber
together.
first.
You got to do an Uber.
Johnny.
Correct. Rubber Johnny.
Robert Johnson.
But here's the thing. So we're gonna play this game at 11:30. We're gonna take one caller, and you're gonna compete against Mark Riley and Roxy in the
Christopher.
IMDb game. Stop it.
Oh,
Wait for the game, Rox.
You haven't even gotten in an Uber with me.
Samantha.
Don't ask the Uber driver either, because that's cheating, and then I don't hear it.
Well, I'm sneaky.
You're going to play that IMDb game at 11:30. We're going to talk about the Birds of Prey trailer at 11. Also, remember, today, an awesome episode of Comic Book Shopping with incredible host Coy Jandreau with Kevin Smith dropped today. It's on the channel. It's really, really fun. He does a fantastic job on the show. Kevin Smith, they've been trying to get Kevin Smith for a long,
Have you guys
long time.
seen now Kevin Smith keeps shouting out Coy, and for Fat Man brought Coy on stage
Awesome.
and is just like obsessed with Coy now.
Fantastic.
And it's like, yeah, I was hanging out with my friend Coy, and my other friend Jake, like Gyllenhaal, like just name dropping Coy like he's in a group of.
It's awesome.
Coy's awesome.
Yeah,
He
Coy's
was on
great.
Rolla 2 last night. He crushed it.
Yeah, he's great. And we're going to get Coy on live more often, whatever.
In the future.
In the future.
In the future.
Coy, though, does a fantastic job on the show. Kevin Smith, I got to meet him at that wedding where he officiated. Awesome dude. He did a fantastic job officiating. I mean, not as good as Ken or me, but fantastic. So check out Comic Book Shopping. It's up on the channel right now. Mark, should we get to a little bit of news before the 11 o'clock?
Absolutely. We can do a little bit of news. Speaking of Kevin Smith, he says that Clerks 3 is back on with
Really?
Jeff Anderson returning. I believe Jeff Anderson played Dante.
Dante.
One of the. Let me make sure that is correct.
Paul-
When Jeff,
I
the
think he was
original
the other
leads
guy.
of the film.
Okay.
Yeah, with Brian O'Halloran. Oh yeah, he's
O'Halloran?
O'Halloran. Yes,
Yeah.
they're both returning.
Okay.
So thanks to the good folks. I got to see Randall, and I spent Saturday signing stuff and catching up. I'm paraphrasing, but it looks like they signed on. So Clerks 3 is going to be in the works as another movie from Kevin Smith.
Okay. First, like Jeff Anderson and Brian O'Halloran wouldn't sign on for Clerks 3. What are they doing?
Right?
Do you know what I mean?
I
Like
was
they're
just
not
in a
like
movie with
super.
Brian.
Yeah, but I'm congratulations.
Thank you so much. And with
Method
Kevin.
of the Madness.
Madness and the Method.
Madness and the Method.
You know, I think that this is, for any Kevin Smith fan, this is super exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're. Oh, what's going on?
I just read the article. I figured out why.
Why what?
Kevin Smith had a falling out with Anderson. He had a big falling out that he talked about, and apparently they made up, and that's why Clerks 3 can happen now.
That's
That's
great.
good stuff.
That's breaking news on this
Interesting.
article that has been out for a
Okay.
few hours.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
to why.
that's what it is.
Did you like Clerks 2?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, I'm a massive Kevin Smith fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that, first of all, I've gotten to work with him before at Screen Junkies, and he is a doll.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm a friend of Jay's, so I love Jay, and I think that they're both just like badass. But growing up, those were the people to watch. I wanted to be a filmmaker, and they were doing it. You know, like maxing out their credit cards, doing it, and taking out loans and reading books and filming and figuring out how the F to film and having nobody backing them. And when I say them, mostly Kevin, but obviously with Jay's help.
Sure.
I just think that he's so innovative, and you know, Picasso had this quote about, if you take away my paints, then I'll use chalk. And if you take away my chalk, I'll use watercolors. And if you take away my watercolors, I'll use my finger because I'm an artist. So whatever I have, I'm just going to fucking use.
Totally.
And I feel like that's Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to make movies. Get out of my way.
Yeah.
So I love Dogma's my favorite.
Is
but-
Dogma your favorite?
Yeah, I love Dogma.
Man, I do love Dogma too.
But
love Dogma.
I love Mallrats. I love
Chasing Amy is my favorite.
Chasing Amy is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I have so much respect that I think that I am almost partially blind when I watch his movies because I just look at them. I've never watched something of his and seen flaws. I just think this guy's doing the damn thing. So
do you remember the first person to like introduce you to Clerks? Because Clerks was obviously like an indie hit, obviously. So you needed somebody to find it. So there's this dude on my bus, and I think it was like 8th grade, 7th
love the
grade.
dude on your bus.
His name's Dan Kramer. He's a legend. He like one of the coolest dudes I went to high school with. Loved the guy. He was like I think he took me to my first Fish concert. We went to like our first Fish concert
Nice.
together. We lived close by, neighbors, whatever, rode the same bus. He was like, you have to see this movie, Clerks. It's insane. It's the funniest stuff ever. And you couldn't get Clerks at Blockbuster. Clerks was not at Blockbuster. So you had to go to like this place. I think it was called not Broadway Video. That's David
SNL.
Letterman's company.
No.
Or Lauren Michaels' company. I think it was called like Super Video or something. It was down near the
why
Taco
wasn't
Bell.
it at Blockbuster? Interesting.
Because it was
Too indie.
Too indie.
What
least for a
year are you
while.
talking?
So when did it come out? 94?
When did it come out?
I don't know.
Cody, can you bring up when Clerks came out? I feel like it was either 91,
'Cause
92.
I
think
feel like it
Mallrats
was 94.
I didn't watch any of his movies until they had been out for
Yeah,
years.
94.
94 is Clerks. Okay.
They had been out for years by the time that I
Well, yeah,
watched.
because you're way younger than we are.
Yeah.
But so, like, getting introduced to Clerks was the first thing. Like, when I moved to New York, you know, I remember booking things off Backstage that were in New Jersey, and a couple of people were like, I'm trying to be the next Kevin Smith. Everybody
Yeah.
that lived in New Jersey was trying to be the next Kevin Smith. What I thought was, the ultimate homage to somebody. It'd be like if somebody said, I'm from Pittsburgh, I want to be the next Josh McCouga. That would be the coolest thing that anybody could ever say to me.
Ed Burns, Kevin Smith. I remember those were the filmmakers who I was like, I'm watching these.
Yeah, because when Clerks did come out and it traveled to high school? Yeah, I was in high school and we were talking about film. I wanted to do film, all these things. Like, these guys just made something. Yeah. And we heard all of it because it was the same year as Pulp Fiction. It was the same year as like the big movies like Forrest Gump. And everybody's looking at this movie going, this guy did it. And I went, so was my one of my friends went. We went to one of the smaller theaters to see it, and I was blown away. Yeah. I loved it.
Do you think that like Clerks 2, because it was so far, like, I always have trouble with the long distance sequels, and I'm not gonna have trouble with Bad Boys 3, but like some of the long
Time period.
comedy sequels
Yeah.
always have a little bit of trouble as far as delivering. Zoolander 2 was a disaster.
Right.
Dumb and
Definitely.
Dumber,
Dumb and Dumber
2
2
wasn't the best. I mean, I was going to like it no matter what because Dumb and Dumber is my favorite comedy.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Anchorman had its moments.
Anchorman has
the sequel.
moments.
Yeah, but
the battle scene at the end of Anchorman 2 is absolutely hysterical.
Yeah.
Well, comedy's changing so rapidly, and it's hard to keep in the same tone as your original movie, but keep up with comedy at the
Yeah.
same time.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
think that that's really challenging when you have the same characters from a decade prior. 2 decades, whatever amount of time we're talking between comedies that you're mentioning. And you've got to keep true to these characters, but like they can't be dropping like racial slurs or homophobic whatever it is anymore because that's no longer acceptable and it's not funny. Then we have to be smarter with our comedy, right? We have to be more elevated with it.
to
And
a
so I
certain
think
extent.
it takes more effort.
Like, here's the thing: is there's a lot of very offensive jokes in everything that you watch, right? And you have to have a thick skin. Like, Clerks has some offensive stuff. Like, I'm guarantee you that the SJWs out there would be like, oh, they were slut shaming her for sucking 33 dicks, right? Because that's the line in the movie.
Yeah.
How many in a row? Right, that's the line. And Jay and Silent Bob's like whole MFMF thing is. I mean, listen, I still think Clerks is absolutely hysterical.
Me
I think a
too.
lot of their stuff is very, very, very funny. But a lot of people, I'm sure, get turned off by Kevin Smith movies because they get offended so easily. In this like super offended culture we live in now, I'm sure Kevin Smith has a lot of trouble. I'm sure he doesn't have trouble getting movies made per se, but I'm sure he has a lot of trouble writing, trying to be like, do I offend this person? Because it has to get in everybody's head. If you're making movies, it has to get in everybody's head.
I think, also, he has a daughter.
Yeah.
And she's in a lot of his films now, or when he's directing TV, she's in a lot of those episodes. So you got to think about it completely differently now. What does this mean? What messages am I putting into the world?
Totally.
But I just think that he has adapted with the times so well, and I think he's a genius. I really do.
Oh, absolutely. I think he's. I don't want to say genius because genius is like you use that word kind of. That's like for people like the
Like
people that win
Einstein?
Nobel prizes. Yeah, like Einstein.
I
that
use it
kind
pretty
of stuff.
sparingly too. Yeah.
Okay, but
genius in
what
this
Kevin Smith
medium.
is what Kevin Smith has been
Yeah.
able to do as far as stay relevant for so long.
So long.
When a lot of people that would be in his shoes wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how old Kevin Smith is, but he's just fucking cool.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Smith is a cool effing dude.
He is.
And anytime he made a movie, I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, agreed.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Like you knew that friend that you had in high school that was just a cool dude, or it was a cool girl, and you're like, I want to be friends with that person, and they stayed cool. I don't care. Like if I go to my 20-year high school reunion, that person is still cool to me.
I agree. And that's why I'm excited to see his next several projects. I mean, like, even if he does ever have flops or whatever it is, I have so much respect for what he's done.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love him.
So check out that comic book shopping, Clerks 3. I will go see it. I will definitely go see Clerks 3. I enjoyed Clerks 2. I mean,
Well,
Mallrats is my favorite.
Jay and Silent Bob is what, like
The reboot?
yeah,
The next
soon,
movie?
right?
It's like
Soon.
I think it's in like two weeks. No joke. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's that soon.
What is...
The release date for Jay and Bob?
Yeah, October 15th. You're
October
right.
15th. Yeah.
Holy cow.
I can't wait for
Oh,
this.
me too.
This is going to be great.
I'm working on trying to
mean-
get to that premiere. I want to
Yeah.
go so bad.
Name more iconic duos in movie comedies than Jay and Silent Bob.
I know.
Jay and Silent
Right?
Bob is up there.
Yeah, and like I feel so effing lucky to even know them. Like,
Right.
they're such good fucking dudes. It's really cool. They're
And,
really cool
and you know
guys.
the cool thing about people like that is they always bring up people with them. Do you know what I mean? It's the Adam
Hardcore.
Sandler
Sandler.
thing. It's
Oh,
the Adam
yeah.
Sandler thing.
Yeah.
You can say what you want about Adam Sandler movies. I still effing love them.
I love the way that he works.
Me too.
I think that if you can help out your friends and they're great people and very talented, then fucking do
Then
that.
do it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Adam Sandler's another one. Like, I would die to work with him. He is
Totally.
just. Oh, I love Adam Sandler.
He's the best.
I love him.
I know.
I love
Manchester
him.
boy. He's a Boston guy.
He's a
Manchester, New
stud.
Hampshire. That's where he's from.
But that's not Boston. But
I
it's
know, but I
close
mean,
enough.
the New England area. He's a Patriots fan.
He's
in
an
the
East
area.
Coast boy.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah.
Oh, God. He's so great.
I love doing this show. I love you guys. Mark, thanks for calling in because I love you, dude.
That was so much funny.
You got
That was
me
so
good.
funny.
You got me good.
Rabba Johnny.
After the 11 o'clock, when we come back from break, we're going to talk about this Birds of Prey trailer. I'm sure Roxy's got a lot of things to talk about.
I got thoughts.
She's got thoughts.
Ooh.
And we're going to take your calls at 11:30. We're going to do this IMDB game. I hope you guys like it at 11:30. Collider Live. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, it's Perry here to let you know that Movie Talk is moving. We've had a great time in this 3 p.m. Pacific slot, but guess what? We want you to start your day with Collider Movie Talk, so we're moving. 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to get a longer show with some brand new segments, so tune in starting Monday, September 16th, 9 a.m. Pacific. See you there.
Hey everyone, John Roca here, the host
Blow
of
me,
Collider
Christian, come on.
Sports Time.
Blow
Well,
me,
you know, if
Christian,
you've been
come on.
watching us
Blow me,
every
Christian,
week, you
come
know
on.
we break down the latest and the greatest in the world of
And I'm
sports,
gonna
talk
beat
about
that
the big
ass, and I'm gonna
issues,
beat that
the
ass.
big games, all of it with a rotating band of guests like Matt Nose and Josh McCouga. We've had Taylor Vashadi on. We've had so many great guests. Now, if you want to see more of Sports Time or you want to try it out for the first time, remember to subscribe to Collider Sports YouTube channel for all the sports goodness.
Hey guys, it's Riley here. Let me tell you about the Riley Roundtable. You know it, right? It drops every Thursday on Collider Conversations, and I have guests from all across the space. John Roca, Gray Drake, Alexander Desplat came on at one point. We talk everything from movies, we talk about life, and everything in between. What do you want to hear? What do you want to talk about? It's the Riley Roundtable every Thursday on Collider Conversations. You get it there.
Hi, I'm Corey Jandro, host of Collider Heroes, and I'm here to tell you we've got 20-minute episodes coming at you on Collider Video, on the YouTube, as you've always loved it. Plus, now we've got hour-long podcasts dropping every Thursday, so make sure to subscribe to the podcast because it's going to get even more sweaty on the podcast. Plus, every week we're going to try to get some very special guest interviews, all of the people that help shape these movies and TV shows you love. So, video, podcast, interviews, all coming at you. Be sure to subscribe. Thanks so much, guys. Stay sweaty.
Well, hello there. I'm Ken Knapsack, one of the hosts of Collider Jedi Council, and I'd like to invite you to listen to our show, watch our show. It's on every Thursdays on the Collider Video channel. It's also available in podcast form if you'd like to listen to our sweet voices on Collider Jedi Council, me, Kristian Harloff, and a bevy of guests, I say, talk Star Wars. We celebrate Star Wars. We dig into the Star Wars news. We speculate everything about Star Wars, including your questions. So join us on Collider Jedi Council. You're going to have a great time.
What's up, Collider fans? Ryan Satin here from ProWrestlingSheet.com, where you can find the top stories throughout the week in the world of professional wrestling. If you're a wrestling fan like myself, then you'd be doing yourself a disservice by not checking out all the shows we do every week on YouTube.com/C/Wrestling Sheet. In particular, on Wednesdays, we've got a SmackDown recap show hosted by John Roca and myself, where we pick apart and talk about every little thing that happened on the Blue brand. So do yourself a favor and go subscribe at youtube.com/C/Wrestling Sheet. Okay.
Hey guys, Riley here, and let me tell you about Rule of Two. You looking for a Star Wars fix? Well, Rule of Two is that show. It drops on Collider Video's main YouTube channel, as well as on Podcast One's Jedi Council feed. So go over there, subscribe, share it with your friends. It's hosted by myself and Mark Fernandez. We talk everything in the Star Wars universe with a lot of deep dives and a lot of conversations that go all in. You know what to do. Subscribe, join us there, and rise.
Hey everyone, John Roca here, the host of Collider Mailbag. A new episode drops every Saturday and Sunday in your face and in your ears, answering the questions from you fans about the world of entertainment, film, and television. Me and great guests from our sphere do the best to answer your questions from Twitter, from Instagram, and of course, email as well. Every Saturday and Sunday.
Not right now. Hello. How are you guys doing? I'm Kristian Harloff. I'm the host of Collider Jedi Council. We talk about everything Star Wars. It's movie news. It's canon. It's all of it. We take questions from you guys. How do you do it? Main channel. That's right here. Subscribe to this channel. But if you want to just listen to it, you got the podcast feed too. Apple Podcasts. You can listen to it in your car. Do all of it. It's Star Wars. Episode 9's coming out. And then after Episode 9, you got TV shows. So we're going to be your sports center for Star Wars. Do it. Come on. Be real.
Hi, I'm Amy Dallin, one of the hosts of Collider Heroes, and starting right now, you can catch our show Tuesday nights with a new Collider Heroes and a longer Collider Heroes podcast where Coy and I are gonna talk your ears off. You already know that's coming. So make sure to go to YouTube, subscribe, and find us on the Collider Heroes podcast feed for all of that sweaty goodness.
The Witching Hour is all over Collider right now. You can listen to that horror-filled podcast with myself, with Haley Fouch. We talk about witchiness, we talk about slashers, we talk about space horror, you name it, all on that show on the Collider Factory feed. And on top of that, you can find an article all about Witching Hour every single Tuesday on Collider.com. Check it out, get scared. Hopefully you survive the Witching Hour.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Collider Live. I'm Josh McCougas sitting in for Kristian Harloff. Happy birthday, bud. Roxy Stryer here.
True, facts.
Pride of Boston. Mark Riley.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
Shout out to Cody and Alex in the booth for running.
Josh, thanks for that shout out.
You got it. Running a crazy first hour of the show.
That was.
Please call them by their proper names, Rubber and Johnny.
Oh, nailed it. Alex has been hot on the polls on Twitter, so go over to Collider Live on Twitter, and he's got 3 polls up there. One is, who's your favorite Johnny? This is one.
Who had the better
accent
accent
on today's show? Me, Roxy, or Alex? Alex is crushing us, Roxy.
Because he keeps voting for himself.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn.
And then hey guys, I just realized everyone on the show today has 4-letter names. What does everyone think?
What a nice coinkydink.
Yeah, what a coinkydink. I mean, I guess is winning is in the lead. It's who the hell cares, Alex? Sure. I mean, I guess I like it.
What do you think the punctuation on I mean I guess is trying to imply?
I don't know. Why did you put a slash mark there, Alex?
Typo.
Typo.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Way to call him out, Roxy.
Alex, are you the one who tweets from Collider Live?
During the show, yes.
Oh, wow.
And then who's your favorite Connie? We've got Britton, Nielsen, Francis, and Talbot.
Who is
Connie?
Talbot?
Yeah, who's Connie Talbot?
Well, it doesn't matter. That poll is not looking good for Talbot.
Talbot's looking weak. Connie Talbot.
No idea who this is.
Click on that big picture of her right there.
Britain's
Yeah.
got talent.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's
Sure.
attractive.
Yep. I think she's very young.
Okay. And who's your favorite Johnny? You got Depp, Rubber, Bravo, and Galecki. Oh wow, Johnny Bravo in the
This is a
lead.
damn shame.
Sheesh. Man, Rubber Johnny
These
is
polls are wild.
Clearly. And somebody else tweeted at us. I'm going to pull this up here real quick. I think Roxy actually just liked it.
Yeah, I did see this.
And it says, Foxy, that's your nickname?
Yeah.
From NBA Fat Boy, aka at Big B_78. Is it Connie with an IE or Connie with a Y? Rox, this is your slang. So.
Well, I do feel like IE's already taken.
From Britain?
Mm-hmm.
Connie Britton.
So
Connie
I feel like
Nielsen.
we got to go Y.
Okay, Connie with a Y. I dig.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
And Roxy's with a Y.
That is true. So that goes with your theme, with your brand,
Yeah.
if you will.
It is a brand.
Now, listen, we had this. I guess we've been apparently waiting for this trailer for a while.
Yeah.
If you want, I don't know. I've always just been with this movie.
Wow.
With this movie, I just don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. I've never. I like the Arrow, the Black Canaries, all that kind of stuff. I just don't know this property, so it was never doing anything for me because my biggest problem with Harley Quinn and a lot of these people is they don't have a superpower.
What
besides Black Canary, I guess. She just has a hammer and she's crazy.
What is the name of the movie, Josh?
Birds of Prey.
And
what?
And?
Is there Hawk Girl in here?
The fantabulous
Emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
One Miss.
One Miss Harley Quinn?
That's going to be tough to fit on a marquee.
Wow. Yeah.
That's why they write it in.
I've never seen Miss in the official title. Is that true?
Yeah, I'm just looking at it here.
I thought it was of one Harley Quinn. Double check that.
You're saying that Collider.com has
the
incorrect information?
I don't mean that rudely.
Of one Miss Harley Quinn.
I don't think Miss isn't part of the title. I'll be honest.
Click on that.
Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn has been the name of the title
Let's get to the bottom of this right now, shall we?
Please. Because this is...
Because this is very important.
No, it is. Let's get it right. If we're going to have them do it, let's get it right.
Yeah.
Just go on IMDb. Yeah, what's going on? Patient of one
Harley
Harley
Quinn.
Quinn.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Look at you, Rock.
But what is it-
Sorry, Clyde.
But what does it say in that like weird cursive underneath the name?
Yeah. Go
Like
to the
on-
poster.
so-
Hold on. Let
So
me
it
go to the
says
poster.
Birds of Prey
Mhm.
and the Fantabulous Emancipation of one Harley Quinn,
Okay.
which was announced like so long ago too.
Okay.
But anyway, regardless, I understand how somebody can make that mistake considering there's like 5,000
It says one.
titles.
Huh? Hey.
Yeah.
This is like
I'm
Anchorman,
sure
the
she
Legend
is
of
a
Ron
miss.
Burgundy.
She's a miss because she's now single.
Right.
They say in the trailer. Her
Yeah.
and the Joker are no longer together. She's
That's what I
she's
liked.
not a missus.
I like that. I like that we're getting some connective
Tie-in.
tissue to Suicide Squad.
Let me ask you a question. Was Journey, obviously Jussie Smollett's sister,
Yes.
Journey, was that Stephanie's friend in Full House, the actress?
Let me see. I don't know.
Because she looks like real familiar. That would be the girl that was in Full House. But I don't know
I
how
don't
old
remember
she is at this
that.
point. I think she might be kind of old. I don't know how old Stephanie Tanner is.
Well, she was in. Let's see.
Full House.
Yay!
There you go.
That's crazy.
All right.
What a
And
pull.
hanging with Mr.
Yeah,
Cooper.
13 episodes of Full House. She was in
Bang.
an episode of Martin.
Bang.
She was on Cosby.
Boom.
Bing, bang, boom.
Boom.
Yeah, she's been around for quite some time.
Sure.
I'm excited to see. I thought it was a really interesting casting for Dinah Lance, Black Canary.
Okay.
That's interesting that they're doing Dinah Lance as opposed to Laurel Lance or Dinah
Is that the
Drake.
characters?
Yeah.
Laurel Lance was in was the original in Arrow, played by Katie Cassidy, right?
Yeah, we have Laurel and we have Dinah, but we don't have. It's not Dinah Lance. Laurel Lance, Dinah Drake.
Is that with
Pretty
the-
sure? Is that Dinah's last name? Dinah Drake.
I'm trying to
Maybe?
look it up, and my computer's just shit in the bed here. So
Just interesting. But I like this casting. I like the casting all around, actually.
Yeah.
I thought that in this trailer it was interesting that Ewan McGregor, they've been talking about, the worry is that he's going to be way too flamboyant in this film. He
Right.
is playing Black Mask, who is a member of the LGBTQ community in this film. They've announced him as a gay character. And people have said...
Was he gay in the comics?
I don't believe so, but there's so many runs that I can't say that for certain. I
Okay.
don't remember that, but I don't think it was relevant or came up often. So, Mark, do you
I mean,
remember?
are they going
No,
after
I'm
like
not.
is he having a relationship with a man or with the transgender or something like
I don't
that
know.
in this?
I have no
I
idea.
have no idea what his relationship is in this. I just know that the film announced that prior that he is a gay character.
Okay.
And based off of them going back for reshoots, people were claiming some of these were because he was playing the character too flamboyantly, and that was a concern for the LGBTQ plus community.
Sure.
I obviously hadn't seen that, and based on this trailer, I don't feel that way. So
yeah,
that's
I was going to
good.
say that's where I was going to ask. Did you see it? And I didn't. I thought
not in any way.
and he looked great. I want Ewan McGregor to go off the handle with this. And
Yeah.
I can't wait to see.
So
Me
is
too.
he's
weirdness
the
and have
ultimate
fun.
villain in this?
Yes,
is
he
he
is,
like
and he's a Batman villain typically.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So this will
Well, that
be
makes sense because this is all in Gotham.
Yeah, and I think that's exciting too because he's a big enough villain that it will be fun to have not just Harley but her girl gang with Black Canary and Huntress and whatnot. And he seemed interesting in this. I feel like I keep using that word because I don't know what else to call this
So does
movie.
he have
it's
like
interesting. It's weird. It's a little offbeat. It's unique. That's exactly what Mary Elizabeth Winstead is saying about it as well. A lot of the actors are saying, you ain't seen nothing like this before. People say that about their movies all the time, but I kind of believe it with this one.
I know. I was going to say this trailer is very.
It's. I'm looking at some of the comments, not only in the chat but also off our tweet, and it's kind of mixed. There's like this. I've seen some people that don't like it. I've seen some. What is this? What's the tone? Which I get. I get a little bit of like, what is this? Because it feels
Everybody
like
always
Suicide
has such
Squad.
issues with tone in DC. It's a drone that just drones.
Dark and gritty. This
Just
trailer.
shut up and watch the movie.
This trailer did not blow me away, but it did not upset me either.
Yeah.
There wasn't that much information. It seems to me like Harley's recently gotten out of a relationship. Obviously, we know that's with the Joker. She mentions that. And now she's bumped into a lot of other strong superhero /villainy /anti-hero characters that are women that are also looking to be emancipated, and Black
So
Mask
these
is
are
the
all
villain.
bad girls, bad women.
No,
Anti-heroes.
yeah, I think when they're together, they're Harley. I don't think we're going to see her be a supervillain in this. Black Canary certainly is not, but she does have an edgier side, and we've also seen that on her
And that's
show
Mary
Arrow.
Elizabeth Winstead.
Black Canary is the
Journey Smollett. Okay.
She's
So-
Huntress.
Yeah.
Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Huntress?
Yes.
Huntress.
Wait, so the girl that Cara Delevingne plays in
Nope, that's that's
Enchantress?
oh my God,
Enchantress.
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 Yeah. Wow, I
So
stumbled
it
over
ends
that.
in a. So what does Huntress do? What's her thing? Can you explain each character to me?
Yeah, well, let's break it down via wiki
'Cause I
because
have
they'll
no
give the
idea.
shortest
Yes.
ones.
And is Black Mask have a superpower, or does he just wear a black mask?
Why are you so
Honestly.
anti this movie?
I'm not anti this movie. I don't know anything about these people.
Okay.
Other than the fact that I've never understood superheroes that don't have superpowers. Literally, Black Widow shoots a gun while everybody else is riding aliens and punching them. Like, I understand that Iron Man doesn't per se have a superpower, but the fact that he's got a heart in there and he can fly all over the place and he's super genius, he's super wealthy, whatever. Batman doesn't really have a superpower, I guess.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? He just he punches and he does his things, but he's got all
smart.
his cool toys, whatever. But literally, all that Harley Quinn had in Suicide Squad was a bat.
This is
and
what-
all Scarlett Johansson has is a gun. It's all.
This is
Black Widow kick your ass. That's her superpower.
I'm struggling to differentiate these women for you, but this is what Wiki has to say for
Okay.
you in our quick
Got
30
it.
seconds of this. Huntress, in the 1989 Huntress series, she was born into one of Gotham City's most prominent mafia families.
Ooh.
We've talked about
Okay.
with Black Mask going mafia in this movie as well, which is why you
Okay.
saw some of that crime stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's iteration of the character. She was kidnapped as a child and raped by a rival mafia Don purely to psychologically torture her father, and is a withdrawn girl.
Yikes.
Okay.
Which is not in the versions that I don't remember this.
And so her superpower is, or does she just shoot a crossbow?
I liken
Well, I
this a
don't- I
lot
don't
to
know.
Batman. It's like they use their skills on the street. That this
Got it.
character, Huntress, that
so
you're
I don't know about her if she has superpowers. Black Canary
Has the voice.
Canary
thing.
cry.
Yes.
Is what it's called.
Right. And you saw that in the trailer where the martini was shaking while she was singing.
Right. And so we actually haven't seen that in the live action shows with the singing as much,
Okay.
but that is from the comics, absolutely.
Right.
But the Canary cry, like,
She does that thing where she's like, ah! And there's Laurel Lance gets it and he goes like, ah!
yes.
Yes.
Roxy held that together pretty
Yes.
well.
I mean, I'm not going to do the full shriek, but I'm sure I could.
Definitely.
Thank you. Appreciate you, Cody. You crushed
I
that.
believe the other, I believe Huntress is very skilled in combat, but
Okay.
I don't think that she has any superpower. It also depends, like, in what in this version, what's happened to them before, right? Like, where have they been?
Like,
How
she's-
did you get this? Were you born with it? Was there something like, remember in Flash, the particle accelerator explosion, or
right.
the Lazarus pit when you come back with different things? Like,
Now
there are
let's-
different things that could have happened to them. So I don't know in this version what has happened to Huntress. We'll have to see. But based off the trailer, it didn't look like she had any.
Basically, the point I'm getting at here is, does Black Mask have superpowers, or is he just a mob boss and they have to go and shoot and kill people? Because if that's all they have to do, and she's got her big hammer, or she's got her bat, and Huntress has a crossbow, and Canary has her scream,
If
and
I remember correctly,
then they're just vigilantes, and that's fine.
There's
I'm not
some
asking
That's
for
where
I think
superhero
they're going.
movies.
there's some versions in which he's not even a mob boss, but in this, from what I remember, he did not have powers. He was a mob boss
Got it.
without powers.
Because
And that bothers you?
No, it doesn't bother me. This makes sense because in every other DC movie or when you're doing these superhero movies, Batman's fighting aliens and Darkseid, right? He's a human being. He's not Wonder Woman. He's not Aquaman. He's not Superman.
Well, he's not taking on Darkseid alone.
I know, I understand that, but he's still fighting and he's like driving everywhere and he's doing his things. He's still a human being.
Well, how do you feel about Iron Man as a character?
I just said Iron Man's got all that stuff around him. He's got like the super suit.
But
and
Batman does as well.
Yeah.
I get that. What I'm getting at here is, do these girls have a superpower, or are they just giving Harley Quinn a fucking bat again?
Yes.
Bat.
Okay.
And Canary has the Canary cry, and
Which makes sense because she can do that thing where she's and people get.
And I think we'll probably see So initially when these were announced, this was supposed to be a Gotham City Sirens movie. I think this is probably going to be an introduction to some of the more known people that you like, Poison Ivy by the end.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, so you think more like
Villains.
could we see a
I think-
Catwoman, a Poison Ivy?
Exactly. That's
okay.
what I think is going to happen.
I would
And so
love that.
then that's breaking into what you're talking about with the actual powers. Poison Ivy, obviously, with actual powers. I think that probably if it's not in a post-credit on this, we will allude to them being out there. We will reference them, and we will get a Gotham City Sirens movie after this if it is successful, where we have a bigger girl gang of more legit powers.
Oh, for sure.
Now let me ask you a question. With all these girls together in this movie, were they a team before, or is Harley Quinn recruiting them?
I think based on the trailer, what we're seeing is that she's recruiting them. So she thinks she's out there alone. She's gotten out of her relationship with Joker. She's ready to raise hell. And then she realizes, I'm not the only one who wants to be emancipated. Like that, which means that I'm guessing she's finding these other women.
Now, when you are dressed like are the cops after Harley Quinn at this point?
You mean after the events of Suicide Squad?
Is this taking place after Suicide Squad? Because this is all
yes, after Suicide Squad, because we know she's not with Joker anymore. No, I don't think she's being hunted by the police, because Gotham.
Because what?
Gotham.
What is that?
Other shit going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you ever watch an episode of Gotham, or do you remember any live action Gotham?
I watched it a little bit.
I've seen all the Batman movies.
Right. Okay. Tons of crime.
Seen Suicide Squad.
Like bigger fish to fry kind of thing. Corrupt police officers. They're doing
the mob.
Mobs running things.
She was the Joker's right hand man. He's the worst villain in Gotham.
Joker.
You don't think that? And she's dressed like. She's not dressed undercover. She's not walking around like my mom going to teach 5th grade.
But what did she do that
Wasn't she like a super criminal with him?
But now she's not with him anymore.
So yes, and now she's not with him anymore.
Bonnie and Clyde, baby.
Makes no sense to me.
You're yucking my yum so much, and I'm so upset about it.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of anti-heroes? I'm supposed to root for these people?
Black Canary's not even an anti-hero.
So why is she getting with Harley Quinn?
Because
I think you're thinking too much.
Yeah.
Am I?
Yeah.
I am.
This is sad.
I think this movie is doing something. It looks like it's connected to Suicide Squad, and we know how Suicide Squad came out critically, but did well in theaters. Has that vibe, but I think they're and what DC's been doing is going in. Let's have fun. And this is what I think this is. That's why we get Ewan McGregor that's just hamming it up and going to be like one of those villains that could be so flamboyant that people are like, oh, but he looks great in the trailer right now.
What
for
are you
me.
pulling up?
I'm pulling up right now because I wanted to double check on Huntress. Highly skilled gymnast, highly skilled hand-to-hand combatant, and expert markswoman.
Okay.
Does that help
with
you
the
out?
crossbow. That was my thing. Yes.
That's kind of like Hawkeye. Hawkeye doesn't have
Totally.
superpowers, but can shoot the hell out of an arrow.
I never really understood Hawkeye or Arrow for the most part. When we have guns, what do you need a bow for?
I think maybe this movie's not for you.
Here's the thing: I'm the common man. Every time on this show, I'm the common man. I'm not your super comic book fan. I'm not like the super. What I'm getting at here is why am I tuning into this movie?
Well, I think you like crime movies, right?
Sure.
And so this is a crime movie on steroids.
Okay.
Yeah.
But as somebody that sat through Suicide Squad and watched and
That
saw
wasn't
her as
a crime movie, though.
I know, but I'm saying Harley Quinn was a criminal in this. Now, unless at the beginning of the movie, Amanda Waller's like, hey, we feel bad about Suicide Squad. Thanks for helping us bring down the Enchantress. Here's your freedom. Then okay, I'm fine with that.
Actually.
But if she's part of this
I don't think we're
Suicide
gonna
Squad.
See her. Amanda
Waller.
Waller. I don't think so. That would be interesting, though.
I'm wondering how, because Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie, will be in the Suicide Squad. They just started filming. I think that we're going to get a connection to it because of Harley Quinn.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Here's
Possibly.
the thing: if I didn't know any of that stuff from the outside, I would have thought this was a pretty fun trailer.
So in the Suicide Squad, Josh, they have these things implanted in their brain. Do you
remember that, yeah.
So you're really not very at risk to society.
Got it.
Because we'll just blow you up.
Okay. Right.
So
All right.
unless you can fix that,
and we think that Harley Quinn is middling somewhere in the middle of hey, I'm going to take down this mob boss because he's effing with my stuff, and also recruiting these girls that have some issues, but are mostly, for the most part, girls that want to do good against bad people.
I think she's a fucked up version of a 2019 girl. Like, yeah, stick it to the men, ladies. Am I right? But like, she's still a villain. But now she's like, I can do good. I don't need you, Joker. I can help out these other women. And this crime boss is messing with me. Let's stick together, girlfriends. But like, bonkers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, now you're selling me on this.
I am.
Well, I'm trying.
I don't know if this movie's for you.
Keep going.
I'm going
don't know if it's for you.
I'm not going to see it in the theater, but I will see this movie eventually. Listen, you got to really sell me on a movie to get me to go to the theater. Do it because
yeah.
I'm like. I'm not trying to be cheap, but I really want to. If I really want to see a movie, I will go see in the theaters. This trailer really didn't do it for me because I think I feel a little burned after Suicide Squad, and and because I watched so many seasons of Arrow and Flash and Supergirl,
Josh,
that all these people, it's like
this movie is a challenging sell because it's got a director that you don't know.
Yeah,
and it's
Who's
got
the director?
Kathy Ann,
Okay.
and it's got tons of characters that you don't know. And the only thing people really know is Margot Robbie, right? That's the number one selling thing about Suicide Squad.
I knew
Margot.
Journey Smollett from Full House.
That's true. But talking to Josh the Common Man, you probably didn't know that.
Correct.
Right?
I thought it.
Yeah.
But I didn't know for sure.
So I think that that's why this is and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn, because Harley Quinn is the selling point of this movie. If you like the character, if you liked Margot Robbie's portrayal of Harley Quinn and you wanted to see more, this movie is for you.
Okay.
If you thought that was if you don't love us going to Gotham, if you don't want to see this crime version,
I love
if you're not a
Gotham.
huge Ewan McGregor fan.
I love Ewan McGregor.
Well, okay, then maybe.
I'm just saying, like, I'm somewhere on the fence of, because I don't know any of this, and it's not really per se been told to me that it ties into certain things. Because wasn't there this conversation where Margot Robbie was doing a bunch of different Harley Quinn movies that she had in development? Like, wasn't there like a Harley Quinn series? So is this the launching point of a Harley Quinn series, or do we not know that? Because
here's what's going on: the app has a Harley Quinn animated series.
Okay.
So that will be taking place. This is not the launch of that, but that is still in existence.
Okay.
There's
I don't
also
need animated. You can push that away. That doesn't interest me.
There is Suicide Squad 2,
Okay.
which, is called The Suicide Squad.
Correct.
Which we know she's been announced to be in, but probably is going to have a pretty minor role in.
Okay. And is that going to tie to this movie?
I don't think so. I think that she's going to have a
seems
pretty
like a
minor
waste of
role.
time.
And then the other thing that we know was in development, and they confirmed is still in development, is Harley and Joker.
Okay.
Which is Jared Leto and Margot Robbie, a Harley Joker movie.
And they're going to come back together after this Birds of Prey. Is what they're
I
thinking.
honestly think we're never going to see that movie.
Okay, so that movie's never going to happen.
It might happen. It's in development. I don't think we're going to see it.
See, I think, and you can call me a shill or whatever the hell you want to call me, I just feel like I've been spoiled by the Marvel Cinematic Universe because they all have like a tie, like a thoroughfare, a through line. I don't understand why I'm watching this movie.
Well, I think because you're talking about Marvel, the through line, they did their shared universe. It's been working for them since Iron Man, right? DC
Like,
seemed
is
to stumble
Shazam
a
going to
bit.
be here?
Right.
Shazam going to be in this?
No.
Yeah, and so that's where I'm getting to. The DC universe, we don't know what's connected right now because Matt Reeves is doing Batman apparently years before. So they're not. This Batman is not going to connect to Birds of Prey.
Okay.
Shazam had a different Superman in it, no Henry Cavill, so we don't know. But they did Shazam. They were able to mention Superman and Batman, so we know it's connected somehow. I think they're still figuring out how they're going to connect their full universe.
I'm not trying to upset you, by the way.
Me?
Yeah.
What?
'Cause
I
you
didn't
said-
make the movie.
No, I know, but you say like you're really getting my something. I don't know what you said, but you were like you're really messing with my grim or
Oh,
grog.
you're yucking my yum.
Yeah, yucking my yum.
DC has said out loud, we're hitting singles. That's what we're focusing on right now. We're hitting singles. We made this massive plan for the shared universe. We did a slate for the 7 years until 2022 where we were going to have a Flashpoint and a Green Lantern and a Cyborg movie, and they made that whole slate after Marvel made their slate. And then they put out BVS. People did not like it. Some people liked it, obviously, but in general, it wasn't a massive success.
Well, you're gonna like anything with Superman, you jaguar.
Yeah.
Justice League. People really didn't seem to like it.
Didn't like that.
Some people did.
Superman was in it. Didn't like it.
Some people did, but it wasn't a massive success in the way
Ooh,
that
God,
Marvel's was. So they were like, Never mind. What's working for us right now? Wonder Woman. Okay,
Singles.
let's hit that single.
Yep.
Aquaman, hit that single, even though you didn't like it.
Other
Still,
people
they hit
did.
it.
That was
Shazam,
more like a grand slam.
Shazam hit that single. So they're just right now like
Financially.
let's have movies that people like,
Okay.
and then like we'll figure out the
cares?
other shit later.
Okay.
Maybe they connect. Maybe they don't. Sure, but that's what they're trying to do because they were like, "Ooh, we're gonna do what Marvel did," and they tried it and they botched it.
See, like as for, again, the common man situation is when you tell me it's Gotham and there's no Batman, why am I watching?
I'm kind of with you on that too. I want Batman in my Gotham, area,
or at least the Joker.
So
or
I'm
Catwoman.
wondering if he's going to be mentioned, and I think Joker obviously mentioned in the trailer. Catwoman, Poison Ivy, to your point, Roxy, going to connect somehow. I wonder how they're going to connect a Batman, or if he's going to be mentioned at all, or if they're trying to stay away and reboot the property with Matt Reeves' thing, and that's figure out later how it connects.
Right now, they have to kind of stay away because they don't have a Batman to play with.
Right.
Ben Affleck is out of the universe, and Robert Pattinson is decades prior. So there's no Batman to connect to right now.
No, I all of your points make very solid sense.
It doesn't fit for you. Like it doesn't make you want to see it. I get it.
That's really interesting for Warner Brothers, who uses Batman
for everything.
For everything. That's why we got instead of Man of Steel 2, we got Batman v Superman, because I felt like Warner Brothers was like, shit, Man of Steel didn't do too well. You know what? Let's put Batman in.
Because Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises and Batman Begins were such huge successes.
Right.
Now listen, those movies didn't really tie into anything, but there was a trilogy of Christian Bale Batman movies that I was like solidly invested in.
It was before the big craze.
Correct.
You know? Because
You
Dark
love the
Knight
character.
and Iron Man came out the same year.
Yeah.
So
I think this movie is for people who love Harley Quinn.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think DC fans are going to love this.
Yeah.
What do you think this does opening weekend?
But yeah, you
I
can
really
speak
don't-
better on it.
I really don't know because there's weird with all the talk about the reshoots that they were going back for the fight training, but then there was more reshoots that they were claiming they're going back for other reasons. There's been a lot of strange things about this movie. I don't think Buzz is particularly great about it right now, but DC has pretty good will, especially if Joker does what they think it will.
Yeah.
What was Shazam?
What
did Shazam open to?
Yeah, can you bring that up, Cody? And can you also bring up what X-Men Dark Phoenix did? Because I think that
that
might be
bombed.
a good but this might be a good barometer of what the Birds of Prey might do opening
I
weekend.
don't think you can compare
thought Shazam
X-Men.
opened at
X-Men
60, but it looks
was
like it
at
was
the
less.
tail end. They were.
Yeah, but Mark, X-Men is still a franchise.
Yeah, but it was people coming off of Apocalypse to this.
Okay, Shazam opening weekend. Well, at domestic it did 140. Where is it?
No, opening weekend was
53.
53. I would say that this is going to open at 60.
Yeah, that's where I'd put it.
Really?
Yeah, I'd put it there too.
I think so. People remember like
What did Dark Phoenix do opening weekend?
I think they said 20 something. Common Man Josh for a second.
32. Yes, 32.
Common Man Josh for a second. Remember Halloween 2 years ago? How literally you could not see a Harley Quinn everywhere you looked.
Right.
Totally.
Like the obsession over this character is huge. So even though she's not Batman, this is not opening at 250. People are obsessed with Harley and with Margot Robbie in general.
I mean, you're telling me.
And then it's with Gotham, and we're adding Ewan McGregor. I think it will do 60.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that they're probably hoping to do higher than that, honestly.
Well,
I think so too, and I think if we get closer, we start to see some press screenings. People are starting to rave about it. I think it could go up.
I'm unclear if this movie. I'm not sure this movie is going to be good. I think I'm going to like it. I liked Suicide Squad.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how this movie is going to be.
I actually didn't mind Suicide Squad until the end. Like I know a lot of people hated the music video intro of all the characters.
I
But
liked it.
liked
Oh,
it.
I like that. No,
did too.
it
I
just
think it
fell
was
apart.
Yeah, I
throughout
just
that
don't think there
movie.
was an actual plot the last 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like, hey, we got to blow up this enchantress. Well, what's she doing? I don't really know. She just turned the city to black.
Big portal.
Yeah.
Just another portal.
So many damn
What are we looking at
portals.
right now?
The
Birds of
release
Prey.
schedule, it's currently by itself that opening weekend.
Uh-huh.
So there's
Oh,
not
February.
much competition.
Got it.
So a week later is the Kingsman. It's going to be and
All right.
Sonic.
That's
I mean,
like-
yeah, I think 60 million is a good estimate right now.
February, it's right after Bad Boys for Life.
And I will say that
People are going to be
th-
exhausted from going to see that.
I don't know. I think that this is a fun Valentine's Day type movie because
I don't disagree.
The girl, like, this is obviously a vast generalization, but women seem to love Harley, so they're going to want to see this. But it's not like a rom-com that guys aren't going to want to watch.
I mean, the Comic-Con that year after Suicide Squad, there was a billion Harleys.
Quinns. Everywhere.
Because that Comic-Con trailer.
Yeah.
And parents were pissed.
Crushed.
Because they were like, this is not somebody to look up to.
No, not at all. So you get your Valentine's Day kind of movie here with the Birds of Prey, whatever. Do you think this movie would have done better if it was Harley Quinn : the Birds of Prey?
I don't think people know what the hell Birds of Prey is.
Exactly.
I
That's
know
another
Birds
thing.
of Prey, but I don't think people know. I think Gotham City Sirens was the smarter move because at least it has
Put
the word
Gotham.
Gotham in the title.
Yeah.
But we're not going with that storyline, so we can't take it. Yes, I probably think Harley Quinn, the Birds of Prey would be a stronger title. I don't understand. I get that it's cute, but the fact that I am on DC Movie News and every time I have to go, and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn. Like, I cannot get it. It's
literally
a ridiculous
don't be a menace
title.
to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous title. So I don't. And
Well, it's obviously what the tone of the movie is going to be.
Collider didn't get the name of the movie right.
Correct. Correct.
They did.
And I don't blame them.
No, because it's too much. I'd say it is a friggin' mouthful.
It's a
So,
lot.
do you think? I'm just trying to get every angle of what this is. Do we think that the marketing of this movie is really going to depend on who goes to the theater?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of times when marketing really doesn't friggin' matter. Like, everybody was going to go see Endgame.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Everybody's
going to
go see Star Wars.
Everybody was going to go see Star Wars.
This is a word of mouth movie for sure.
Okay.
It is very up for debate how this does.
Yeah.
Very up for debate. If people like this and it becomes like a Venom type thing or even a Suicide Squad and it makes a boat ton of money even though critics don't like it,
Yeah, Suicide Squad,
then that's
700
fine.
million plus?
Yeah.
Which is like ridiculous.
Does this get released in China? Do we know anything like that? Because I know there are some countries that...
I think so.
Okay.
I think that this is getting released.
I think it'll do well. To your point, the marketing, we're starting right now. So we got to see more. I mean, but these posters are kind of, it goes to your point, Roxy, with that
Margot
long
Robbie
title.
on a poster is a sell.
Yeah.
It's a sell.
And you've seen some of these posters. She's with a hyena.
Yeah.
You know, and that, like, for me, that poster was awesome. I
It's
was
a
like,
dope
hey,
poster.
cool.
Few times I've seen a poster and been like, whoa, that's pretty
I'm
badass.
curious what people at home are thinking. Did they like the trailer? Did the trailer even matter to them?
No, that's what I was saying. Some of at least the chat room, some tweets, they're kind of iffy on it.
For the next 10 minutes, Cody, if you could you open up the phone lines? And then for the next 10 minutes, let's just talk about this. Or if you guys want to talk about something else, and then 11:45 we'll play the IMDb game.
Yeah.
With a color. And then after that, if we have some time, we'll take some more calls. How's that
What
sound,
is a
everybody?
word for game that starts with B?
What?
Game that starts with... Oh, for like the IMDb game?
Yeah, because I would rather like the IMDb game. You know, if this was an acrostic.
Or it would be IMDb. Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Nah.
What did you say?
Like about?
About. Oh, yeah. IMDbout?
Nah, it doesn't work. Hey, we have a call.
IMDb. Okay. Hey, what's up? You're on Collider Live. What's your name? Who's calling? What's going on?
Hey guys, it's Shaman from Chicago. How are you guys?
Shane from Chicago. What's up, man? How are things?
Hey, so I don't really have a question about the Birds of Prey trailer.
Okay.
My question is really about The Expanse. Have you guys heard of it?
The Expanse, the Canadian show?
TV show?
The TV show?
Yeah, on Sci-Fi.
Heard of it. Yeah, heard of it. Never seen it.
Did you guys hear about the story of how Jeff Bezos got it renewed for season 4 and 5 on Amazon Prime? Just because I think the story of The Expanse itself, about the Belters, Mars, the Earthers, all trying to fight for resources, and just the need of humanity trying to go ahead and get like more selfish resources, just relates to like a lot of the deeper conversations you guys had on the show. I mean, what do you guys think about the show in general and that kind of theme?
I mean, I've never seen an episode of The Expanse. I think I know one of the writers. I feel like I know a writer on that show. I mean...
Yeah, Naran Shankar is the main writer of the show.
That's not the person I know.
A police detective is in the asteroid belt, the first officer of an interplanetary ice freighter, and an Earthbound United Nations executive slowly discover a vast conspiracy that threatens the Earth's rebellious colony on the asteroid belt.
So what exactly is your question about? If we haven't seen The Expanse, what would you like us to talk about? I'm just a little confused.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was just wondering if any of you guys saw it and just kind of like the deeper conversations about it, but it seems like you guys haven't.
What did Jeff Bezos do?
Jeff Bezos got it because it was on Sci-Fi and they were canceling it, and then Jeff Bezos put it on Amazon for seasons 4 and 5.
Like personally, Jeff Bezos?
Apparently.
Yeah, personally. So what happened was there was a award ceremony, and the main star cast, he kind of pulled like a Ocean's 11 heist almost. He kind of got all the cast and crew together. They went to the award ceremony. They had a really good time partying it up with Jeff Bezos, and they even gave him a comic book with everything signed. All of them signed their names on it. And so Jeff Bezos spent like 20 minutes of the award ceremony just on his phone, texting constantly. And then he got on stage 10 minutes later saying, so 10 minutes ago, I just got news that The Expanse was renewed for a season 4 and 5. So he spent the award ceremony trying to get it renewed for the cast. So I just think it's a really cool story, and you guys might enjoy it.
I mean, listen, if you can get Jeff Bezos behind you, you can pretty much do anything as far as production goes.
That was over a year ago. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, if Jeff Bezos is going to be the champion for your show, I don't think you could pick a worse champion because he has his own network. So yeah, pretty cool. I mean, I've never watched the show. I know people have recommended it to me before, but I know now that there are season 4 and 5 that it's a lot of TV to catch up on with so much that that Roxy and I do have to watch for TV talk, and the fact that you're probably the first person to bring up The Expanse to me in the last 5 years means that it's a very niche audience, and it may not push the needle enough, but your passion for it, I'm sure, is well received in the Expanse circles. That's the best I can say.
Good job, Josh.
I have a question that might hit a little more home for you guys.
Right.
What do you guys think about the Smallville cast making an appearance in the Arrowverse?
So we talked about it last week on Collider TV Talk. And
I think it's just Tom Welling.
It's just Tom Welling and
I think Lois Lane.
Lois Lane, right? Yeah.
They just shared a picture.
So this crisis is on Infinite Earth because Brendan Routh is coming back as
on Infinity War Earths.
On Infinity War Earths, yeah. The whole thing. I mean, I watched the first 3 seasons of Smallville, and I mean, they're the diehard fanatics of that show love it. I mean, you're the Superman guy. Go ahead.
And I never watched any of the Superman episodes. I watched a couple of Smallville. I never got into it. I know that's weird. I'm a Superman guy, but I'm going to watch this.
Okay.
I just want to see how they do it and get all my Supermans in one thing and see how it works.
I haven't watched any of the crossovers since I stopped watching the CW shows, but I am very interested in this Crisis on Infinite Earth thing.
Yeah. It looks great.
Did I get it right?
Brandon Routh as that Superman Kingdom Come.
Well, he's like old now.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
They gave him gray hair for old Superman.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Which doesn't make any sense because doesn't Superman isn't he ageless? Isn't he like?
No, there's a run in the comics that he gets old. He does. I think it's the Kingdom Come.
Got it.
I might be wrong. Sweaty's out there.
I obviously have watched every episode of every DC live action TV show. So this is a no-brainer. This would be a very strange time for me to stop.
So what do you think we're going to get in with the Superman? The Supermen.
I think what I'm hoping for and what I asked when he was here, when Superman was here, guys.
Brandon Routh?
No.
Tyler
Hoechlin. Sorry, Tyler Hoechlin was here. You guys both just looked at me. That was crazy.
Yeah, I botched that.
Tyler Hoechlin was here. I asked, are we going to get a scene with you and Brandon Routh and Tom Welling all souping it up?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I hope so. I haven't seen any scripts, so I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
But that's what I'm hoping, because otherwise, why?
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
right.
Like, why
Solid
are we
question.
pushing them in?
You gotta pay off on these outfits and these promotional things. I want to see it too because that gets me the idea of all the Superman coming together.
Kate Bosworth going to be in it? Do we know?
No.
Why would Kate Bosworth?
She was
be in
Lois Lane in the Brandon Routh Superman.
But that's a. Oh, well, he's in it because he's in the show as Adam. I don't think Brandon Routh would be coming back if he was just from the movies and not in the TV.
Well, isn't that what they're doing? Isn't that what they're implying? That the Superman Returns, Brandon Routh Superman,
yes, but,
from that universe.
But the only reason I think they're doing there's a
they
reason
already
that
have
we're
him
not
under
getting
contract.
Clooney. There's a Batman. We're not getting like these random Batman people coming
No,
in. Like Brandon
that
Routh's
makes
on
sense.
the show.
That makes
He's
sense.
in contract.
That makes sense.
But that would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be literally amazing if they could do
confuses
that.
me then.
Yes.
Because that's what I'm looking at Brandon Routh and I'm going, cool, that's how they connected to Superman Returns. The
No, but
movies.
he's
Yes,
already the
but he's
Adam
already-
guy in
Yeah,
CW.
I understand
He's
that
already
too.
there. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to get him. I don't
I
think.
think Roxy might be more right.
All right.
But if we
I
start
get that
bringing
now.
in a bunch of movie characters, that would be epic.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys want to play the IMDb game?
Yes!
I do.
Let's do it.
I've
Cody,
been waiting all show.
Can we get a call for if anybody wants to play the IMDb game with us?
We got someone on right now.
There we go.
Whoa.
All right.
I am the captain now.
Hey, what's up?
IMDb game.
Hey, what's up? You're on Collider Live. Who we got? Where you from? What's going on?
This is Matt from Phoenix. This is Little Warriors dad.
Oh, what's up, man?
Hey.
How are things?
Hi.
We're doing good.
Good.
I wanted to first bring up the Little Warrior GoFundMe.
Okay.
We've got our goal, but medical bills are still outrageous.
Mhm.
So if we could get a little help with that, if not, that's okay. Just
Is it where?
tickets are confirmed.
Okay.
Right, they're coming out to the Schmodown Spectacular, correct?
Correct.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Fantastic. And it's just GoFundMe. Is there a backslash? Is there anywhere, Twitter, whatever people can find it so that it's easily accessible?
It is all over the Movie Trivia Schmodown Facebook page.
Okay.
Great.
Cool.
Well, we're playing a game here.
Did you wanna
Matt.
play with
you
us,
wanna
Matt?
play?
Yeah.
All right.
I suck at games, but okay.
All right. So here's how the game works.
We're all going to suck at this game.
So the first person to 4 wins. I only have 15 here. So
4. We only have 15 minutes.
It's very easy. I don't ask you questions. I just ask you an actor's name.
Yeah,
If you
but
get it
you know
wrong,
I'm
you get it
bad
wrong.
at this kind of thing.
Okay. So I just ask you an actor or actress's name, and you got to give me. So when you put in the search bar on IMDb, you type in like Samuel L. Jackson. That's the first one. The first movie that pops up underneath will say like actor this movie or like writer this something. So here's your first actor. It's Samuel L. Jackson. We'll start with you, Little Warrior. What is Samuel L. Jackson? His IMDb credit. First thing that pops up in the search bar.
Can't think of a single movie he's in. This is what happens to me. Sam L. Jackson.
I don't think I'm going to say Pulp Fiction, but I think that's
Okay.
too soon.
Roxy.
I literally can't think of a single movie he's in, so Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction,
This
Riley?
is what happens with trivia with me.
I'm going to go Avengers.
Avengers incorrect.
Oh my
Pulp
God.
Fiction was the correct answer. Pulp Fiction.
I figured
yay.
it would be, but I wanted to go different.
Guys,
and one.
name 5 Samuel L. Jackson movies.
Jackie Brown, Avengers,
call.
Snakes on a
Pulp
Plane.
Snakes on a
Fiction,
Plane.
I've
Thank
seen
you very
all
much.
these.
Black Snake
Great.
Moan.
Coming to America.
He's so good. I
The Other
literally,
Guys.
Oh my God, I hate these kind of things.
All right, here we go.
I die.
All right, Scarlett Johansson. I'm going to start with Mark Riley. This is really tough, and I can't believe this is the credit that goes with her.
I'm going to say her.
Mark Riley? Roxy
The
Strang?
only thing I can think of is I can't think of the name of it. It's like a porn movie, like Don John.
Don John.
Don John.
Okay.
Don John. Oh, that's a good one. Let's go Avengers, just cause.
Avengers. Cody or Alex, you guys want to, or are you guys cheating back there?
I'm going Lost in Translation.
Lost in Translation?
Yeah.
Cody?
Go with Lucy.
That was my next guess.
Cody going with Lucy. Hey, how about this one? Mark Riley with a win for her.
Wow!
She's not even in that movie. She's just the voice.
She's the voice.
She's the voice in her. All right, Mark Riley with 2,
Yeah,
Little
but
Warrior
that-
1. All right.
That's still an absolutely awesome movie.
It's a great movie. You're right. Okay, Liam Neeson. We'll start with Roxy Stryer on this one.
I can think of one, and that's Taken.
Taken. Mark Riley.
I'm going to go Schindler's List.
Schindler's List.
It's a
Little
really great
Warrior.
movie.
How about I was gonna go Schindler's List too.
Schindler's List. Cody or Alex?
I'm going Taken.
Taken?
Taken might be it.
2.
Taken 2. Boom. How about the most off the wall? This is, Kinsey is the Liam Neeson
Kinsey.
credit.
I would have
Kinsey.
accepted Rob Roy.
I would. Rob Roy is a fantastic movie. All right, still 2-1. All right, everybody's favorite Cooper, Bradley Cooper. We'll start in the booth with Alex and Cody.
Going The Hangover.
Hangover.
Yeah,
Alex.
What's the Burnt?
Burnt. That's a great movie. Little Warrior.
Silver Linings Playbook.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna say. Silver Linings.
Silver
Playbook.
Linings. Mark Riley.
I'm gonna stick with the voice.
Oh no!
thing.
I changed mine.
Oh shit.
Star is Born.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Guess what, guys? Roxy Stryer gets a point.
Yeah, Rox!
A Star is Born. A Star is Born on a
Boing.
last-second change. So
Holy
it's
shoot.
2 for
Guys,
Mark Riley.
I literally
I
feel
like
like I'm being shot.
You have 2.
Do I?
You might be 1. It's 1.
It's
okay.
one. It's
1,
her.
1, and 1 for Little Warrior.
The amount
Roxy
of
Riley.
anxiety.
No points in the booth, but that's okay. Okay. Tom Cruise.
Oh shit.
Tom Cruise. Let's start with Little Warrior. Little Warrior, your guess.
Cocktail.
What a
Nice.
great movie.
Hell yes.
Roxy Stryer.
Risky business.
No, Mark Riley.
It's not right.
No, I'm going to Mark Riley.
Top Gun.
Top Gun. Cody, Alex.
I'm going with the greatest movie of all time, Mission Impossible Fallout.
Mission Impossible Fallout.
Magnolia.
Magnolia. Guess what, guys? Mark Riley gets a point. Top Gun.
Boom.
Top Gun. But
Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna die.
I will say this: Cocktail, a fantastic movie.
You
Just
can't
fantastic.
go wrong with Cocktail.
You really
my
can't.
God.
No.
Okay,
Oh my God.
this one is very, very difficult. Viola Davis.
Oh, okay.
Viola Davis. We'll start with Little Warrior.
The Help.
The Help. Great movie. What a great movie. Roxanne. Don't.
No, I just got to make sure that she's in the. No, I'm not doing IMDb.
Okay. In 3.
I don't know.
She's got
I
nothing.
seriously feel like I'm gonna die.
Okay.
I
Roxy, calm down.
Is it a
Calm
TV
down.
show?
It's a movie.
Okay.
Roxy, it's a game that it means nothing in the grand scheme of life.
Amanda.
Hey, Josh, I'm going to go with Fences, okay?
Thank you, Cody, for Fences. Alex.
Oh, I've seen that too.
Let's go with Widows.
Widow's a great movie.
I was-
Mark
I'm-
Riley?
Yeah, I was gonna go Widows.
Widows.
I hate this game.
Okay. Cody Hall with his first point for Fences.
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 Guys,
All right.
how do you guys breathe?
Okay.
I mean,
Meryl Streep. We are
I was
starting
thinking
with
about
Mark
this.
Riley.
I was thinking about this the whole time. I knew you would do this.
Meryl
Meryl
Streep.
I
Streep.
don't
I'm
know.
gonna go.
I'm so sad.
I'm gonna go. Devil Wears Prada.
All right. Roxy Stryer.
Mamma mia.
Mamma Mia. Little Warrior.
Hope Springs.
Hope Springs.
Your best answer so far, Little Warrior. Absolutely
Guys, this is so
fantastic.
stressful.
All
What's
right.
the answer?
It's not.
Cody
though,
and
Roxy.
Alex?
It's not stressful.
I don't think this is it, but Defending Your Life's a good movie.
Defending Your
Oh,
Life is
that's a good
great.
one.
Okay.
Mary Poppins Returns.
We were going. Mark Riley crushing it right now. Devil Wears Prada.
Yes!
That is Mark Riley's third point. If Mark Riley gets another one, he wins.
I feel sick.
Okay. My favorite performer working today, that is one, Tina Fey. Tina Fey will start in the booth.
Going Baby Mama.
Baby Mama.
Alex, you can pick the same.
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls. Little Warrior.
I was going to go Mean Girls, too.
Okay. Roxy.
Sisters?
Sisters is a great movie. Mark Riley.
I'm gonna go Date Night.
Ooh, we were looking for 30 Rock. 30
I
Rock
asked
is
if it
the
could be a
credit.
TV show before
You
you
said,
said.
is it a TV show or a movie? I said movie. You could
That's
ask.
right. Yeah,
it
that's
could be
right.
either.
Yeah,
It's
we should've
their
done
credit
that.
on IMDb.
Yeah, we should have done that.
All right. The most absurd body on the planet, Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez. We'll start with Little Warrior.
Selena.
Selena. Wow. Deep cut. In the booth. Cody Alex.
What was that one movie where she Enough. I'm going to go with Enough. You guys
Enough.
seen Enough?
Jennifer Lopez.
What's the one with George Clooney?
Out of Sight.
Out of Sight's a great one. Roxy?
Is she the girl on Hitch?
No, that's Ava Mendes.
Oh, Ava Mendes.
Thanks, Little
Seen her
Warrior.
in a while.
She's recently in Hustlers.
Okay.
You want to say Hustlers?
No, yeah.
Okay. Hustlers for Roxy. Mark Riley.
I'm gonna go Hustlers.
Hustlers. Incorrect. We were looking for the oft maligned Gigli. Gigli
Is she really?
Yes.
Fuck.
Isn't that hysterical?
I was gonna
That's what I'm
do it.
saying. Like everybody's talking about like agents reaching out to
God.
change the credit. You think
Yeah.
she wants her number one credit on IMDb to be Gigli? Of course she doesn't. All right. Alec
Why?
Baldwin. And I'll give you a hint. It's not a television show.
Then I don't know. I can't name it.
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin.
Okay.
You do it.
Mark Riley.
The Hunt for Red October.
Hunt for Red October. Little Warrior.
Oh, damn it, Riley. You always take mine. I'm going with Riley on this one.
It's okay.
Staying with the Hunt for Red October. Alex and Cody in the booth.
I'm going with the greatest movie of all time, Mission Impossible Fallout.
Alex?
Let's go with Glengarry Glen Ross.
Oh, the leads. Roxy? You should be able to get this one, Roxy.
Roxy passed out, so we can move on.
Roxy?
I said it.
In 3.
I said it.
What'd you say?
What are you talking?
What did you say? A word. Just say a word.
I really hate this stuff.
Say,
what is going on
Say
with
a
you?
word. Say a word.
I said Joker. I said
Joker?
I said, doesn't he have a cameo, guys?
I don't think he's in it.
Sorry, guys. We were looking for The Departed. The Departed.
Josh.
Okay.
All
right. Mark Riley still has 3 points.
Oh yeah, Alec Baldwin is out of Joker because he was. Guys, remember that
Roxy,
whole
Roxy,
thing about
we need
Trump?
you to. This is
Roxy,
brutal.
Roxy,
okay.
breathe.
Michael B. Jordan. We'll start with Little Warrior.
Creed.
Mark Riley.
Creed.
Booth.
Chronicle.
Hey, not bad.
Not a bad guess.
Not bad.
Alex.
Fruitvale Station.
Oh man, all missed. Guys, Black Panther was his number one credit.
He's the lead. I don't understand how you guys do movie trivia. This
Okay.
is like so hard.
You need to calm down and leave.
Yeah.
I can't.
Alex, can you get a paper bag,
Okay.
please?
We'll go to Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington will start in the booth.
Fences.
Okay, Alex for Fences. Cody.
With John Q.
John Q. Classic. Mark Riley.
Training Day.
Training Day. Little Warrior.
Philadelphia.
Ooh, Philadelphia. Roxanne.
Man on Fire.
Man on Fire.
She did.
Guess what, guys? Alex with his point for Fences.
Damn it! Training
Okay.
Day wins the Oscar.
There you go. All right.
Fences, he was going for the Oscar.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beehive herself,
Man on
Beyonce.
Fire.
Beyonce. I'm looking for Beyonce's
talking
credit.
mushrooms.
We'll go with Little Warrior. Little Warrior.
Lion King.
Lion King. Good guess. Mark Riley.
I don't know what other movie she's been in, except Lion King.
Like Dream Girl or something? was
Dreamgirls?
she in?
Yeah,
Is
sure.
yours
Dreamgirls.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
guess
go
so.
Dreamgirls.
No, I just said it.
Yeah, no.
Alex.
We can both pick.
Oh.
Austin Powers and Gold Member.
Damn it!
Damn
it!
Son of a
Shit!
Cody.
Shit. Obsessed.
Obsessed. Great call. Guess what, guys? Mark Riley is your winner with Dreamgirls, and Roxy gets a point as well.
I gave that to him.
You gave him Dreamgirls,
You
but
did.
that was
Guys, I'm
I'll share my
sweating.
prize
I
money
feel
with you.
Sick to my stomach.
Hey, special thanks, Little Warrior. Good luck with the GoFundMe. You guys can check all of that out on the Facebook page for the Schmodown.
No.
Do you have a Twitter or anything?
No, just look me up on Facebook under Matt Graham.
Under
Matt,
Matt
thank you
Graham.
for playing
hey,
with
Matt,
us.
thanks for playing with us, buddy. Thanks for being a fan of Collider Live. Thank you guys all for listening today. Happy birthday to Kristian Harloff. Thanks to Cody and Alex in the booth, and thanks for playing the IMDB game.
I like that game.
Thanks to Mark Riley, Roxy Stryer. I'm Josh McCouga. Go to all the fun stuff here on the Collider Live channel. You can also go to the Collider video channel, Collider Sports. Check out the comic book shopping with Coy Jandreau and Kevin Smith. Rumor Mill tomorrow, 2 p.m. live on the Collider Video Twitter. Roxy defending last week her win. I believe Jeff Snyder will be coming back, and I think Perry Nemiroff, I have to confirm with that today as well. Collider TV Talk, The Rule of Two, Jedi Council, all that fun stuff. We'll see you guys tomorrow, Collider Live.
I love seeing photos of fat kids.